I'm just going to recopy the links over. So let's see if that makes it work. I have no idea if it does, but let's see if that makes us go. I can hear that, but I'm hearing you. Yeah, you're hearing me, but that's. Yeah, I'm going to copy you back over, Jed. Let's see here. Done. All right, so now.
For some reason, I'm muted.
Now maybe I can hear Jed, right? Yeah, I got to copy you back over, Jed. I'm hoping.
Bye-bye.
All right, so now.
For some reason, I'm muted. Okay, okay, now I can hear me over there.
All right, so I got it. See, you talk me through.
Jesus, this is like.
No, it should be working now. It should be working now. I'm seeing inputs for both of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I did what I did wrong. Yep.
Jesus,
all right, so you can turn that off, Jed, in the background. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, I got it turned off. Puppy, go lay down, boy. He came up and jumped in my lap.
This is what happened when you spend 6 hours in the car during the day. Then you.
What are you doing, human? I need to see what my human is doing.
Yep.
Can anybody hear them?
So how old's your puppy?
Oh, he's like 3 or 4 months old.
4 months old, yeah. And so what kind of dog?
3 or 4. Jack Russell Chihuahua. So I was like, Jackapoo, I choose you. I call him a Jackapoo.
The Jackapoo, yep. So he doesn't like being alone, I guess, right?
Oh hell no, man! He's still a puppy.
Yeah. Well, it's like a little kid. Yep. So so Jed's got his faithful companion with him. I'm surrounded by action figures in this room. Yeah. So and hopefully
I got my little pain in the ass back behind me. So
Yeah. And hopefully we've got the sound problems worked out.
Wait, Pat, did you turn the sound down? Like, I think Pat might hit the mute button or something.
Yeah, because I was hearing it going through on YouTube. So
let me say something. Wait. Okay, I can hear both of us because I have the TV up. Okay, and I just muted it. Okay, jeez, this is worse than one of ours.
No, hey, we're working out the kinks.
This is worse than my first stream I did, dude.
Hey, you're supposed to give me some confidence here, Jed.
Wait. He just heard I didn't hit the mute, so Pat's screwing with us. I didn't. I know. We're coming after Timcast. Look out.
Hey, come on. This is only the first 50 subscribers. It's onward and upward.
Hey, wait. Did you tweet it out that we were going to be on?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I just put it on the YouTube. Yeah, so probably to give
for bloody Christ.
Yeah. Hey, that's why I got you as my buddy. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I always have to do it. Let me hit the share button and grab it. I gotta do it on the phone.
Yep.
Can't you? I just can't hear you, Marker the dog. Oh, whatever, Pat. Pat's screwing with us now. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me do the thing. Let's see.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah. What a good start. Yeah. I'm catching up to Timcast. Yeah.
Let me put a thing out here in just a second.
Yeah, so I did a lot of driving this weekend, so I get an excuse. I had to pick up
one son at college on
Friday, and then another one on Saturday and Sunday, so not too close. It's not that it's that far, but just I forgot to click a few things in the settings on OBS Ninja again, so I should have known that. But that's what happens. But it's good to have the two kids home, and they were one was actually kind of interested in having that I had a YouTube stream, so that was encouraging. I thought they would say, "What are you, crazy dad?" So they actually met a couple of the subscribers and some of the viewers, which is good. But one of my sons, grew up watching, both of them, but one of them really loved the Marvel stuff with me, and we started watching Arrow together and Flash. I know some of you guys might not think those are the best series, but the beginning seasons I thought were pretty good. It was a fun thing to watch with your kids. It kind of like, was our thing to watch Arrow in the beginning. So that was a lot of fun. So they're back home, and the house is a mess again, and hopefully they'll be doing chores again soon. Yep. Oh, Pat S says it's 4 a.m. here. Wow, yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Pat. I know he won't hear it. He supposedly won't hear this. Yeah, but I'm going to be on Purple. I'm going to be on with Purple in the morning, so.
Yeah,
I'm going to be on for Purple. She's doing a Masters Universe thing, so.
That's very cool, yep. So with the new Masters of the Universe coming out, there's a lot of controversy over the Kevin Smith series, but my view is always wait and see till you get it. I'm more
this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this now, and I've said this like at least 8 times within the last couple of days. Part 1 is going to be fine. Part 2 is going to be a shit show. That's when they're going to do the bait and switch.
Yep. So we'll see. I mean, you definitely could be right, but some of the animation, did look pretty cool, I have to say. So,
yeah, Battle Cat and them looked really good when he was on He-Man. So like,
yeah. So some of it could be good. It's the most important thing though is the story. I think like
no
matter what.
Let's be honest here, and I'm just gonna be honest. They're probably gonna screw it up because he's been drinking the woke Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
So
yeah, like wouldn't surprise me. Well, I always give things a shot and see what happens. I'm more, like I said, more of an optimist. And also, you could have the coolest animation in the world, but if the story's bad, I mean, I grew up loving, the Spider-Man 66 cartoon, which decent animation, but it's not,
No, dude, that was awesome.
But it was but it wasn't like 3D, super duper. But the stories were awesome in that. So those were, those are great to watch. I think if you have a good story, like in a comic book, you could have my view is you could have a really awesome artist, but a crappy story. Well, they're just beautiful pages to flip through, but you need a good story to pull you in, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So Pat, let's see.
Okay, I just tweeted out. Go on Twitter real quick and retweet that out. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So you got
because I did that for you.
Thank you.
Because you're my buddy, my partner in crime. Yeah.
Yep. So you tweeted on your
Yeah. You can put it on. Hey, you can put it on the Pop Culture Archivist one. Yeah. I don't care. I know you're in there.
Yeah,
I'm too lazy going on there to do that one. So I let you do that.
Once we get your computer again, you can flip.
Yeah, because I hate having to go back and forth.
Well, you can do it on the PC. You just click on the bottom, and then
it's a big, huge pain in the ass to do it on my phone or the tablet.
Yeah. The computer. You just
hey, Steve, what's up, brother? Okay.
Hey,
let me go back.
Mitchell.
I'm back on the YouTube page now. So just a second.
Okay. Here.
I really do think that is I think that's the girl Orko that was in one of the later seasons of He-Man too. So
could be, yeah.
There was actually a female Orko, but she wasn't named Orko. If she's a female of his species,
it's a different.
So it looked like her, but just redone more. So.
But it's the same character, same.
Yeah, she's the same race as him.
Yeah.
And they actually got together at one point. So.
Yep. And how they're from another. He's from another dimension, or what was? I'm not.
Yeah, he's from another dimension. And the reason why Orko found Adam them because he was doing his magic tricks, and in his dimension, he's a great and powerful sorcerer. like he has super youth, powers.
Kind of like a
Did it,
Merlin,
yeah, he did a spell and got trapped in Eternia. Well, in Eternia, when he was in Eternia, his powers got messed up. So
then he got stuck there. Yeah.
Yeah, and his powers were like at half. So
okay. No,
yeah,
it's a great, it's a great set. The cartoon's got a great classic setup, and
yeah, I love, dude. Yeah,
I know you a ton about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I was like I grabbed everything I could, man. So I loved it,
Yeah, so I'm a little bit, I'm born in, 68.
Oh, I know.
So I'm kind of, I just watched, I watched a little bit of He-Man just because that was what, 85 it came out, or 86?
Yeah, I think I was 15.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I was 15.
Yeah.
No, that can't be right, because 89 is when all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
So that's when my mom and dad split up. So, and I was around 30.
Yeah, no, but it's around that. Yeah, so I was in high school. I was in high school getting started to worry about girls and stuff, and that kind of thing, and still maybe.
Oh, I was still doing geek stuff. I was still doing geek stuff and still getting with girls. Dude, I had 2 girlfriends in kindergarten. I'm telling you this now. Okay.
Fast forward.
I was like, one was a blonde and one was a redhead. So I started out right,
But I would say, my point was I was more interested at that point, still some geek stuff, but not, I wasn't watching no offense, but I wasn't watching, as much as I love cartoons.
Yeah.
I took, at other focuses at age 17, and so I watched watch it a little bit, so I know some of them, but didn't watch them like I watched, when I was younger. You watch like every Super Friends that was out.
Dude, I still watch stuff like cartoons and stuff.
Well, yeah, you go back and watch them, and then when you ended up with Cartoon Network, it was like
Well, there's nothing decent nowadays except for Venture Brothers and Impossible and other stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know
a few other things, and Archer's decent.
Yeah.
So.
And Invincible, I guess. I don't know. Do you class it? That almost seems like a movie to me, or it's it's so it's like rated R, but I guess that is technically an animated.
Pop-ups or cutouts? What does he mean?
Not sure yet.
I know. Yeah, explain what you mean. Pop-ups or cutouts? Oh, Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty was awesome.
Yep. Oh, and
so you're on the cell phone tonight, dude. Steve, I'm on my cell phone all the time.
Yeah, we got to get Jed. His computer died, so eventually we got to get him a decent computer to make streaming a lot easier.
Steve knows my hardships, like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know how you do this on I'm all fingers when it comes to my tablet and.
Yeah, people are like, "How do you do streams on a phone?" I was like, "Dude, it's just." He goes, I do all the other stuff on the phone, and then, the Kindle gifts. Hey, baby, wants to play some D&D?
Yeah, there's another.
Actually, I got a few girls like that because they were way into D&D, so I was just like, I'm a level.
Yeah. There were some girls in high school were good friends with them.
Hot ones too.
D&D. Yep.
There was even a cheerleader that was a really hot cheerleader when I was in school, that when I went to my high school, that liked D&D. So, and they're like, and then they saw me go up and like get with her, and I was just like, "How did you get with her?" I was like, "Dungeons and Dragons, baby."
Yeah, well, now geeks and nerds rule the world, right? As the saying goes. Now then became the Bill Gates of the world became rich.
We were cool before all that other shit was cool, So we were. How did they say? Back in the day, we were cool. What was it? It was a song. What is it?
Can't
Mike,
remember.
what's that song? We were cool before it was cool to be cool, or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, Clobby's here. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Clobby.
When Steven is loaded, he's getting Jet a big fat ass kid. I wish. Yeah. Hey, Mike, you coming on? Or are you just chilling in chat? Yeah, I wish. Jeez, I'd love to have a decent state-of-the-art computer.
Yeah, we'll fix it. I might have an old computer I can get over to you too. Just a temporary one. Well, not that bad, but just to get you something roll, because I have a bunch of older ones. But
well, I need something that will hold up to like Photoshop and doing like that can have a bunch of things going on in the background and everything else.
But you can also have one that's gets you through things too, to get a really
Well, it's frustrating because the theme to Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was saying is I'll have like Saturday Night Trek, and I wasn't there this last Saturday because I had internet problems. Yes, you heard it right. The reason why you can come on, dude. Mike, it's okay. get on there. You saw the code in the chat,
if you want to hop in just for a few minutes,
hop in, dude. Come on.
I just have to set it up, but I'll pop you. Pop you in. Yep. You got to click on that link that I sent you, and then that should.
He gonna get more confused than me.
Yeah, I'll get it to work. I can get it to work. Yep. Why not, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why don't I show a couple of new acquisitions that I got?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Fun to show. So let me just when I switch
Mike, go in our private chat and see the link. He put the new one in, not the old one, but the one he put up last. Go hop in. You're not a bother.
Let me. I got to add you to here. Let's hold on a second. Browser source, add source, and then Jed. There we go.
Comics and stuff. Okay, get your butt over here. Oh, is that the new stuff?
Yep. So this is some new stuff. So let me. Everyone, let's see. Make sure everyone can still, as I switch scenes, everyone should still be able to hear you. Yep. Okay. Looks like people can hear you. So this was an eBay purchase. I'm gonna found this. This was San Diego 2016. They had a special release. They had. I'll show on the my other other monitor too. There's a website that had some information. So about this time, Hasbro was trying to revamp the Micronauts line, and there was a TV series that was supposed to come out even before that. I'll show some pictures I found of that years ago.
Wait, is that the one with the Q parts in the tummy where they're all interlinked and you got to pop them open if you want to put them back together?
Well, you can pop out the center part, the chest pops out.
The Q ring, the Q ring.
Yeah, so this guy, this chest pops out. Let me take this guy.
Those are a pain in the ass. Some of the He-Man figures are like that too.
The chest plate pops off, and I had one of the videos on fixing this. So that chest plate pops off, and then you attach the gun here. So you put the gun, attaches to the chest plate, and then you put his hands on the gun, and then I shot one of the bullets. I don't know where it landed. I gotta find it, but it still works after.
Did you shoot one of the bullets off into like nowhere?
It's in one of the boxes with action figures, but So what these guys what happened is I've said this before in a couple of streams. The rights are all messed up for the Micronauts. So what happened was the characters that were created by Golden and Mantlo for the series. The rights are crossed. So, for example, the toy line, when they first came out with it, they had the toys, and then they said, let's make a series, with these toys. So Biotron is one of the original toys, and I know Pat S knows the Micronauts. So that's Biotron in the middle, and the Croyer and the lower left here, and then Baron Kaza, the evil dude, the Darth Vader, Dr. Doom type on the bottom. So he was a really cool villain. And so these guys are, you know, the original toys. And then you've got, you know, new characters that they kind of created. So you had Marionette, and you had Commander Ran, who was kind of like a Han Solo, Luke Skywalker combo type, I guess you'd say. So then you've got these new characters that they came up with. Oberon, you know, I've never seen these. Well, this is 2016. So some of these are new, you know, new characters that they're trying to, you know, I guess they'll be in the animated series. So we'll see what happens. I guess they were trying to look at it as like, you know, it could be like another Transformers. I guess that's the thing that they were, you know, trying to go for. I think. So you know, it's a great IP. I'm gonna stand up a second. Let me grab the poster.
Did you see if Mike came in? I don't know if he.
Oh,
are you gonna come on? Oh wait! I can't make it because it wants me to use my fucking camera. No, I don't have to. He'll turn that off for you. Okay?
Yeah, we're not gonna show the camera, Mike. Yeah, just
no. Yeah, I had that same issue, and I told him.
Yeah, I did it with Raquel.
You're fine.
Like, you say yes to the camera, and then you turn it off, and then I'm not going to show. I'm just pulling in the audio.
He'll fix that, okay, Mark? I mean,
yeah, don't worry.
Okay,
yeah, just the audio only will be pulling in. Yep. I
yeah.
should have said that. Sorry, I don't know why it does that. It did it to me the first time I went in. It said wants permission for your camera. I'm like, but I don't want to show my mug tonight. It's
yeah.
But once you do that, it's OBS Ninja. So yeah, then it pops you off. Yep. So yeah, so let's try it, Mike. Yeah, because with the system I use, I can just pull in your audio feed, and it never shows the like Jed's camera's not on, and I'm not seeing.
Yeah, because I'm too ugly. I have big cameras.
No, don't say that. But yeah. Let me grab this
you can get in, Mike. Just go in there and do it, and he'll let you in. Okay.
So here's I think I showed this on one of the pop culture streams, or
yeah, I think
maybe Global Geeks. I'm not sure, but here's a poster I got signed by Michael Golden in the last Comic-Con in 2019, before the coup fit, or the vid as I like to call it, or not like to call it. So here's, let me zoom out. Let me turn the lights off on these lights always shine too bright. Let me rotate this so that doesn't go into the poster too much. Okay, so we got Clobberin in, I think. So
is he there?
Yep, I think he popped in.
Okay, fixes all his stuff for him.
Yep. So let me add. So you don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna add your. No one will hear you yet, but I'm just gonna add your.
I can hear him.
Yeah, but that's because we're in the chat. So I'm gonna add Mike just as audio only. Yeah.
Do it! I said the exact same thing. Yeah, goofy.
Because I'm an engineer.
The person that said that.
Yep. Yeah. You don't know where you are yet. Yeah.
I don't know where him.
Yeah. I don't know what happened yet. So let me. I'm just pulling your audio in. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. Yeah. This is not for the faint of. Just pulling your audio in. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can hear him.
I'm hearing double.
Yeah. This is,
Okay. I had my TV down. Yeah. Okay. I had to make sure he's on there. So.
And you don't call that complicated? You could have been on like 2 seconds if you popped in on this. Oh yeah. Well, don't they have free stream?
You get 20 hours for free, dude.
Yeah, you do. You can do free though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those to who? Oh,
No, Mark's the nerd, Ash.
I feel like I'm in the village.
I'm a geek.
I feel like I'm in the village.
Oh, no, you're in Florida in the village?
Jeez.
What did you put up? Okay, you just put something else up there.
Or you can, but can anyone else? Not that it matters. Oh, well, hello, everyone. Well, thank you. Thanks for having me, man. Oh, no, man. I didn't. Well, appreciate you, man. You been traveling?
Yeah. Slave labor. Yeah, and then they'll go have kids of their own and have their own slave labor, you know?
Hey, Ash, feel better, buddy.
Yeah, feel better, brother. Wait.
Yeah.
Pat keeps screwing with you, I think. Yeah, he's been doing that a lot.
Pat?
Dude, it's
Pat
because
is a
everybody
bad
bangs each other out there in the villages, man.
In the village? Oh, you mean the village?
Yeah, in the villages in Florida.
In the village? Pat is a big meaning.
Fat Steven and Lorena do like a thing almost like every week on Florida about that. I think they're on tonight later on. So
Tonight? This late?
yeah, tonight. Yeah, tonight.
They already did their show early on Sunday night. So do this.
No, they do it. They do it as sometime after the Inquisition.
Who?
Fat Steven and Lorena.
No, not that early.
Let me see something just a second.
I've never seen them do it that early. They usually do it before the Inquisition.
Let me see just a second. Certain somebody needs to stop their shit on YouTube. But besides that, let me see. Steven is like awesome, guys. Right? Yeah.
Is he under the impression that he's having the Global Geek Gang on Lorena's show, or the Pop Culture Archivists?
Both of them, because we're both.
Literally,
we're both.
I have no association with.
Oh, shut up!
I completely different. Thing that I completely disavow. Yeah.
Okay, Jeremy.
Oh. What in the? Oh, there you go. I'm seeing something, man. I'm looking at the chat outside of that. Whoa, look at that. That looks like a CD case. Or like a DVD, little DVD envelope. Cool. So you got what are you doing? Some Micronauts comics or what's to do? Yeah, Michael Golden cover there.
Mm-hmm.
Just recently, you mean? Cool. I don't know if you've ever seen the IDW artist editions that they make. A buddy of mine just got the Micronauts one because he's a freak for Michael Golden and Micronauts, and it's amazing. You know, of course, this issue and a lot of issues are in there. It's he loved that Michael Golden Micronauts run. Like seven, eight issues, whatever it was, 9 issues or something. It wasn't long, but then Pat Broderick took over.
Mm-hmm.
Swell. Yep. Remember? Yeah. Bill Bantlin running it. Yeah. For a while it went direct sales.
Okay, I think they're either screwing with you or they can't hear you. You muted yourself. Did you mute yourself? Okay, let me turn the TV on just a second. You muted yourself. Did you mute yourself? Yeah, you muted yourself. I don't hear you on the TV.
Yes, he was telling you, yeah.
Yeah.
We hear you, but I don't know if they do. Sound check.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you muted yourself. Yeah, he was telling you,
yeah.
Yeah. We hear you, but I don't know if they do.
Sound check. We're inches, please.
Sound check. Just a second. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like I hear me and Mike on there, but I don't hear you. Yeah. So I turned the TV up for a second. Next time, use StreamYards, brother. Okay. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, they already did do their show. It was... Yeah, they did. Right, they did.
So, who did? Yeah, they do it early. Yeah. Okay. You know what you're doing, dude. We don't. So,
yeah. It was. Yeah.
Yeah, the mics. When I did a podcast interview this morning on Zoom, I've never done that before. That was weird, but it was pretty easy, though. Yeah, but I had to adjust my microphone. I had to go into the settings. Everything's got to be technical stuff.
I don't like Zoom. Like,
it was recorded, and again, it wasn't live. He's going to edit it and put it out there later. But it's pretty cool.
I've been asked to do interviews over Zoom and stuff, and I kind of shy away from it. So,
what a big deal! It was just as easy as StreamYard. Pretty easy. Unlike this complicated stuff Mark's got. But no, it was cool. And Dan's a really cool dude. Facebook. Great guys. Great guys. Yeah. Did you guys put out the word?
Yeah, I put a thing out there. You might want to do and retweet what I retweeted. Now they're saying there's an echo. Like, dude, there's like 20 issues with this. point. He's like,
Elijah Willis is watching. You're rewatching The Way to Eden? Well, don't blame us. I refuse to take the blame for that. I'm echoing?
no, you're not. I don't hear you.
Well, that's what Steve says. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
Can't
not
tell.
echoing to me. So,
Yeah, well, that's what we need sound checkers for.
yeah.
No. You good. Yeah.
Hunja, go ninja, go. Go. I got it.
Yes.
I think you and Ash should both be in detention.
Right? Yeah, Ash is definitely in detention. You gave a rating, didn't you?
I had a legit excuse for last night. I had no internet, so.
You gave a rating, though, didn't you?
So.
Not high. Which one you talking about? Which one? Oh, I don't remember. Really, to be honest with you, I couldn't tell you which one was the highest, but I know what mine was.
See.
Mine was F minus.
Did you see what he said? This stream is making Nick look like a YouTube veteran.
Make it do? Yeah. No, dude. No problem, man.
Yeah. Well, this one is making our war stream look like it's like production value is top tier. Like, yeah. Oh, don't. Let's not talk about Ray, shall we? Yeah.
Of course not. The best of ever. Like filth, like garbagey, trashy, garbage, filth, trash, garbage, filth. Sorry.
Hey, Mike, I was gonna say to Raquel, she should like cosplay the princess from Voltron too.
She's got a lot of cosplay on her plate right now, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, wait a second, she could cosplay the princess from Voltron too. I was like, what outfit though? The Voltron outfit or the princess outfit? So I was just like,
Apparently they're not hearing me well or something because
yeah, turn the volume up for him or something.
Oh well. That's what Elijah says. I'm in a funnel or something. So, you guys, look, I'm a StreamYards, or I don't understand any of that stuff. You got me, so I wouldn't know how to fix it if Scotty were here.
Well, yeah. When
Marty
I
is
did
Scotty.
have, when I had my when I had my computer working really, I did have OBS on there, but it's a pain in the ass to work. Like,
This looks like the Discord that my son tried to get me to use, and I couldn't stand that either.
Oh yeah, I tried to get Mike on there, and he only used it like once.
Yeah, I hate it.
He still has his name on there, but if we need to do it, so
yeah, I hate it.
And we might have to. They're saying, I don't know why you're echoing.
Who, me?
Yeah, they're saying you're echoing.
Look, I take their word for it. I know nothing about this. I'm looking at it's like looking at a foreign language, looking at the screen.
Yeah. Mr. Engineer had to be fancy. I bet his wife is on his ass.
Well,
hey, Pat, did you see what Pat S said? It says, Clobberin, do the Pride of the Yankees speech.
I don't have it memorized anymore, but I'm the luckiest man. In the world. Screw you. I can't do it the way Gary Cooper did it. How about if I'm Howard Gilsell, echoing on Monday Night Football? Look at that little person. Run. Yes, you're right.
Oh, dude, I used to love him. He was like the best part of Monday Night Football.
Nobody knows who Howard Gilsell is anymore, but he was the greatest announcer in all of NFL history. Just ask him. Did you ever see they did a movie about Monday Night Football. John Turturro played Howard Gilsell in that.
Yeah.
A TV movie or something. Well, yeah, he's great. It was weird. I mean, I see John Turturro. I'm not really seeing Howard. I guess John Voight played him in that stupid Ali movie with Will Smith, and that was kind of weird. That was worse.
That was worse than the Monday Night Football movie was. So
yeah,
it was.
Ah, cool.
He used to hang out down here a lot in Phoenix back in the day. And I came to meet him like 2 or 3 times really close. But dude, he had security around his ass all the time. Like there's no way I could get around him.
I used to love it when Danny Don used to aggravate him.
Yeah.
I loved Monday Night Football. I mean, it was like from when it first time it came on in 1970 or whatever for a couple of decades. I had never missed it, no matter what. Even if I didn't get to see all the game, I saw part of it or whatever. And I loved it. If the game, you don't want a game ever to be a blowout by the fourth quarter. But it was all kind of funny because Danny Don would start singing. Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. And Howard hated that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he did. The jock. He called it the jockocracy.
Oh, Howard would hate that now because it's like all retired jocks now. So
he does not. He did not respect that. But I love Howard and all that stuff. It's kind of don't necessarily disagree with that because if you can get the ones that can at least speak well, and not all of them could, but ex-coaches and ex-jocks, they played the damn game. So. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, Toxic Man Flu, what's up?
Toxic Man Flu, what's up there? I love Al Michaels. Man, he's still around. All that big three though, Danny, Don, and Frank, and Howard, they're all gone. But I like both. I actually liked the Dennis Miller on Monday Night Football. I thought he was actually Dan Fouts and Al. I thought that was pretty good. It didn't last long.
Yeah, because they hated Dennis Miller. They wanted him gone because he was actually telling the truth. Yeah, but then a lot of people said they didn't get his jokes that he would tell because but he would tell some. Yeah, they dude, when he would tell a joke, I was just like, dude, that's messed up. And then people are like, what are you laughing at? I was like, did you just hear Dennis Miller's joke? That was hilarious. And they're like, I didn't get it. I was like, you didn't get that?
Well, I love Miller, but it's pretty obscure for a football calling a Monday Nighter game, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Jets. There was one year with the Jets Dolphins had a game where they did not have color or commentary at all.
Yeah.
For a Sunday game. Mm-hmm. I watched it. Well, they barely. Super Bowl III. Namath never had a winning season after that. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that Ken O'Brien, Dan Marino game.
Hey, so get this. Pat S says Clobberin sounds better, but still can't hear Mark D at all now.
Oops.
Yeah.
We hear you though. Maybe they can't.
Yeah, we can hear.
We hear you, but they can't, I guess. I'll have to get back to you guys on that Gettysburg Address, though. I don't have it in front of me.
Today, I am the greatest man.
I don't have it memorized like Steve mentioned does.
Yeah.
I have a few things memorized, but they're not really all that important. They're just geek crap.
Yeah.
I have things like Bones. There's a thing out there. Why is any object we don't understand called a thing? Damn it, Bones, I need you badly. Which movie? And I narrowed it down from the show. So which movie? You all know. That's okay. You can get it.
I'm trying to remember. That was I can't.
I'll give you the first part, but then you'll probably get it. And he goes, well, for a man who swore he'd never returned to Starfleet, just a minute, Captain, sir.
Motion picture.
Your revered Admiral Negura invoked a little used, seldom known reverse activation clause. A simple language, Captain. They drafted me, said they didn't. This was your idea, wasn't it? Bones is a thing out there, headed for Earth. Sorry.
That was when Bones had that really bad beard too.
Yeah. Well, just at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. And Steve just said, "Yep, Mark is muted."
All right. Well, I just turned on my local microphone too, so hopefully that'll work. But the crazy thing is the sliders are showing me that I'm working, so the inputs are
weird.
Now Ash just really said weird. You're back.
All right, so I turned my microphone on, which you're not supposed to have to do, but all right, so I didn't say anything really that good, guys. So Clobby and Jed are carrying the show.
He was talking about gang bangs and
he was,
all this other stuff.
You're calling us names.
Yeah. This is just
he also said
he's like, why didn't you do a 100 subscriber stream so I could practice and screw the 51 up, right?
He was being abusive.
And he was talking about the movie Caligula too. So,
well, that was actually for Honors Western Civ. I'll have you know that we rented that movie.
Yeah,
Mrs. Ducray. So, my last for
the shame of Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah. So, well, actually, what
and he's like,
they actually put those naughty bits in after, so they filmed the regular movie. And then there's a controversy with the directors, and they added the naughty bits in the other parts. I don't. Malcolm McDowell wasn't in any of those really bad scenes, if you recall. Yep.
Yeah, he was pissed they actually put him in there.
Oh yeah, so. Ash, have a good night, man.
Good night, Ash.
Yep. Well, buddy.
Get some good sleep, man. Great to.
Hey, Ash, remember I'm going to be on with Purple in the morning.
Oh,
okay,
cool.
If you want to come over there. Okay.
I was gonna wake up and listen to Purple till I heard that.
Oh, shut up.
Damn, you had the ruined Purple show for me. She
wanted somebody that knew Masters of the Universe, so I volunteered. And she's like, okay.
Well, you're stuck.
Purple just retweeted you for your
shut up, Mike.
No, I'm Mark D. I'm talking about. She
nice.
She did? I thought you were gonna make another joke.
Well, I think we had all the mics. I think we have all the mics working now, so maybe that.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. Purple just tweeted congratulations to you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a heck of a lot of fun. So you weren't on earlier, but I was mentioning we were at the dinner with the kids and kids last night, and
cool.
And Mrs. D is like, do you know your dad started a YouTube channel? And I expected my son to be like, oh no, but he was like, oh, that's kind of cool, Dad. I kind of like that you're doing that. Yeah, you should be doing that. You got some cool stuff. So that made me feel good.
Polly came in. I need to book this crew for my next sub party on second thought.
Hey, yo, Polly. What's up, Polly?
Thanks for stopping by. Yep.
Hey, Bob.
Appreciate it. That's very nice. Yep.
Polly.
And Dave Bob. Yep. I'm trying to figure. We had some technical difficulties. I'm not a sound engineer like my brother-in-law, so.
Or like Polly,
You're like Polly. He knows his stuff.
The minute he puts the hat on, everything's just like smooth around him,
Yep. I try to add Paulie and have him sing, right? But take mess up the stream.
Paulie was going to book you guys, and he thought better of it.
Yeah. We can be the backup to the backups, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Blues Brothers showing up at the bar. Was it Dave and Bob's Country? What was the name of was it Dave and Bob's, or I can't remember the restaurant. The good old boys are supposed to be playing and they're late.
The good old boys.
The good old boys.
Yeah, well, we were talking about that stupid The Way to Eden, but that was, of course, Charles Napier and that Blues Brothers.
Yeah, he was.
We're the good old boys.
That's right. Yeah.
Amongst other films, including Austin Powers, the first one.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Still,
that's right.
still, one of my favorite songs in a Blues Brothers was when they did Minnie the Moocher.
Oh, that's
Like,
great.
I can't sing too much because you'll get a strike, but yeah.
Because it's Jed is so accurate there. It's note for note, you know.
This sounded so much like
that's the reason why I only did the first few notes.
Yeah, I don't want to get copyright struck. Yeah, struck on my 50 subscriber stream. Yeah.
I don't think you can get a copy strike for singing a few bars of the song.
Yeah.
I'm, call me Mr. Crazy, but I think you're probably good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if I have
Lethal does it every single Saturday, and all they do is just take his money away, but he still gets tips off his thing, so he's good. I'm a man.
Paulie says, seriously, congrats, bro. Onwards, adelante. Probably my accent's not that good, but much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, but always enjoy Latino's slant stream. So it's great to have you here, and wishing me congrats. Yeah, we got a great community, and Clobby, you're the glue, I think, right? I know you don't want to take any credit, but
maybe the Scotch tape.
Scotch tape, yeah. But yeah, we appreciate it.
It's been used several times, and it's no sticky there. Sorry. Thank you.
Me and Mike, what our powers combined are the duct tape of the lower end of YouTube. Yeah.
and then Jed, you asked me on one of the streams a while back where I was in the chat. You're like, "You want to come on, bro?" I'm like, I got the Zoom mic, I got the the camera. Not that you need that, but you just
that was just random that I saw. I was like, "Hey, dude," and I kept seeing you talking in there. I was like, "You want to come on? Want to come do something?" You're like, "Oh,
sure, why not?"
Tape Bob. I am a man of constant sorrow. Good song.
It is. It's a good song.
Yeah, I could sing that one too, right? Yep.
I think
Doomcock sings that one all the time, so I guess it's public domain.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're performing it yourself, you're okay, though. I think, right?
Yeah.
Or how does that work?
Pat, didn't you say when you get a mic, you'll come on too? I think it was it was Pat and Snort said if they get a mic, they'll come on. So.
No, Doomcock can't sing songs that aren't public domain.
Oh, he can't. Yeah. He's got to watch it.
No. Friday Night Frolics. He has to watch that.
Yeah, he'll get spanked for that. Mama Susan spanks everybody. So.
Yeah, so you can't. I guess they should do what radio does and have like a fee that goes. That you can play stuff. And Twitch got into big trouble too. Well, not Twitch, but they changed the policy, so they were. Some of the people I was watching, they were wiping out old videos if you had a radio playing in the background. With a song, inadvertently, and then they were copyright striking people for.
They still do that over there.
Old,
Twitch is
years old streams too.
Yeah, Twitch still tries to get around that. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this right now. Why do they call it a hot tub stream when all these Twitch thoughts get kiddie pools? Think about that. They call it a hot tub, but it's kiddie pools you buy at Walmart.
Maybe they mean they're hot and they're in the tub.
So, yeah, that makes sense. But
karaoke and you're fine, like Paulie just said.
Oh, didn't Paulie do karaoke the other night too?
He did.
That got away with it. Yeah.
I guess you can do that. All I know is Doomcock will not sing anything that's not a public domain. I miss being on Blog Talk Radio when that didn't matter. I played anything I wanted on there all the time. I played any song. Yeah. I had my opening thing. I miss my opening thing. Everyone misses. My opening theme was anyone ever see the film Repo Man? With Emilio Estevez?
I've seen it a long time ago.
Yeah. Repo Man's awesome.
My opening theme was but Iggy Pop. He did different. I forgot who did this one. It was Pablo Picasso was never called an asshole.
Yeah.
You ever heard that song?
No.
I have. Years. I saw the movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I can't remember it. Yeah.
Love that soundtrack. I still have the old DVD set that came out 20-something years ago of Repo Man, and it's a tin box in the shape of a license plate with Repo Man on it. It had the soundtrack.
I still have.
That's cool.
I
Steve
still
Mitchum's
have
heading
my
out.
old
So good night. Yeah,
VHS.
good night, Steve Mitchum. Thanks for watching, Matty. Matty's daddy.
All right, buddy. See you, man.
Good night, Steve. I still have my old VHS of Repo Man, so like.
Well, back in the day, they had some really cool, gift sets too, like VHS and then DVDs, and like I've got a Blade Runner with all the the vehicles and stuff, and I think Space 1999 had a cool one, and they had all kinds of there's certain collect like the I have the 66 Batman DVD Blu-ray, and that was they've got the Batmobile in there and a bunch of other cool posters and things, and that one when it came out I think it was either $200 or $300. It was a ridiculous price, and then it went down to like $70 one day on Amazon. I'm like, boom, that's mine. I'm grabbing that. That's a fantastic series to watch again in Blu-ray. Just getting better and better with the Hey Jip. Love that show.
Yeah, Polly, it's true. And the score to the movie was good.
Okay, it was by a group. I played that song for 10 years, and I don't even know the group that played it. But I think it's was by a group called The Modern Lovers.
Well, I play it, but I get in trouble.
Yeah, or maybe it's not by them. What are they called?
Well, actually, you're not monetized, so you probably wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I think you can play like 5 seconds or something too.
If you don't monetize some things, I found out you can't get in trouble. Like there's still people on Twitch that will play like full ass songs on there still. Like people don't care like on Twitch either.
Everyone I missed that song, not being able to play that opening the show. It took a while to get used to not being able to play that because you can't do it.
Well, play 2 bars of it, I think.
Now the girls would turn the color of an avocado when he'd drive down the street in his Eldorado. Yeah, but The Modern Lovers.
Oh, Polly, awesome, dude.
No, they're not the ones that originally did it. Somebody else. That's not the one. They got a version of it by them. But
hey, Polly, I'll be there for that. Okay. He's gonna have Robert on his show Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Yep.
Well, I'm not doing anything, so I'll be there. I'll mod for you on Wednesday, Polly.
Yeah, he said Tito Laverna did the score. I have the album that has all the different music, including that Secret Agent Man in Spanish on there because it was in the movie that way. I love the Repo Man. RMB's on Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
A theme, right?
Let's see.
Oh.
No.
That's not the one you were thinking of?
No, that's from the Repo Man soundtrack, probably, I think.
Yeah.
But the song
is.
The Iggy Pop one?
No, Iggy Pop did do the theme for Repo Man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. Yeah, that's Repo Man right there.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, we don't play too much, but yeah.
But that's Repo Man, but that's not the song.
That's not the song. Okay.
Like all you'll get, and I've seen this in a few videos. If you do, they'll just claim stuff, but they can't claim anything because you're not making any money.
We're doing this. We're doing this just for fun. Yep.
Yeah, they can't claim anything if you're not making any money. So
yeah, I think the song was actually called "Pablo Picasso Was Never Called an Asshole." I just pulled up the.
That was the one. That was the one you used. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I never listened to you on BTR. Just I think I went.
I was on there a bit when I was. That was when he told me he was doing BTR and stuff, and I would go on there every now and then, but I wasn't in chat. I would just listen to it. So.
I played that I used that theme for over 10 years, and I was on there for 11, but I mean, almost 10 years. I used a couple other ones at first because you could do whatever you want. In fact, I guess we couldn't, one of my favorite shows that I ever did, I can't put that on YouTube because we used, we did our top 25 countdowns of top movie soundtracks. Flash and I did it. And you just can't get away. Hombre secreto. Yeah, I love that. That was great.
You know, and I will
Nature,
say,
man. Hombre
you
secreto.
know what?
Go ahead.
Well, you know one of my favorite shows, and somebody brought this up the other day, was, and I liked this when I was a kid, and somebody brought it up, and I was like, somebody remembers that, was Misfits of Science.
Oh, I love that show. Yep.
You guys, what were you guys like 10 when that came out? Because that show was terrible.
It was, but I liked it. It was super. They had superpowers.
You shouldn't like.
And they had Courtney Cox in it. You know,
you shouldn't like terrible stuff.
I thought she was a babe back then, but you know there was better women. So you know,
you shouldn't like terrible stuff.
That was just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dean Paul Martin was in that show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh
so, shit. Misfits of Science.
Classic 80s. Yep. Was that just for one season? I gotta look it up, but I think it was.
They have a ton of that stuff on YouTube though.
Yeah, 16 episodes. Yeah, 16 episodes.
Yeah, and if that show was made today, it would be so terrible. They would just turn it into a woke fest.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was a group called the Burning Sensations.
Yeah, Tito's music is on a lot of films though, so Polly is right.
But here's the song by Modern Lovers. Let's end up.
Yeah, they're different. They did it later in the movie. It was Burning Sensations. Yeah, that's not the good one at all. That's
not the good one. Okay, I'll find the good one.
Yeah, Burning Sensations. I found them. All those years I played that thing, and I forgot the name of the group.
But you can remember who does a cover from an issue 40 years ago, right?
Only if it's an artist I'm looking at it. Yeah,
I know. But
he's like, I know what issue that is. It's issue 124.
No, I'm bad with issue numbers.
What year it came out? What day it came out? I'm like,
no, I'm terrible with issue numbers. But if I see the artist, I can usually remember who did or tell you drew because of their art style. But I'm garbage with issue numbers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, Polly. I'll see you later, brother.
Polly, take it easy, brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you, bud.
I'll be there Wednesday, okay? So.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate you dropping in. Be good.
Take care, man.
That was very nice of him to pop in. Yep.
Absolutely. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate that.
Great guy. Great
Oh,
guy.
absolutely.
Make sure to sub to him. Yep.
Yeah, Polly's awesome. He's got awesome stuff on his channel. So.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
And me and Mike Moderator, come and hang out with us when we go over there.
Indeedishness.
Oh, is this the version? Let's see if this is the right version.
Oh, yeah, if it's Burning Sensations, it is. And that's it.
Yeah, and that's what you used to open the show?
Yep.
That works. I can see that works, yeah, because it's kind of like you're waiting, and then it's building. Yeah.
He called an asshole. This did not happen to Pablo Picasso.
I'll stop it
Girls
there.
Could not resist his stare. Yeah, you can't get in much trouble if you just do a little bit of it and you talk over it. So,
well, that's kind of how you do the movies too. You can go like 5-10 seconds, stop, and then talk about it a bit, and that's how they literally get away with it on when they talk about all the movies with and stuff. That's how Gary and them get away with it. That's how when they just break the movies
well,
down
there's different rules too. I think like if you say it's for like I have something, that's why I also like using this OBS. I can put up for review only and like cover up the video and do things like that. But I think if you're saying, technically if you're doing it for, and the guys at Retro Blasting would know all the, because they've used a lot of movie clips, what the rules are. But better than me, of course. But I think if you show like a short clip for 5 seconds, or if you play a scene and you say this is for, review purposes, they can't.
Well, that's how Mahler gets away with a ton of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Mahler gets away with a ton of that because he knows how it works.
Yep. Well, I wonder if anyone's Mark. You think anyone's going to care that we're reviewing the animated series next? It's a lot of the same people who enjoyed us, had so much fun with reviewing original series. And we're wondering about that, but we're still going to do it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think so because you and Raquel are awesome on that show together, and I think we have so much damn fun in the chat. So I know Steve Mitchell's not here, but some of the people I know Pat S and a few people. And
hey Raquel,
Dave Bob, yep. And we got Raquel, awesome. Yep.
Hey Raquel, what's up? Oh
great,
my goodness,
great to have you. Yep. So we're just talking about.
Go ahead, man.
I said, just talking about Saturday Night Trek. I mean, I'll be there, but I think what people should do is too, like, give it another shot if you think it's like just for kids or not worth watching. I think
See you, Dave Bob. Yeah.
See you, Dave Bob.
Raquel said you could help us learn about copyright. Yeah, we're playing Clobby's old theme song. I'm just playing a few seconds of it. So that's
Pablo Picasso was never called an asshole.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah,
I had to learn about copyrights when I was doing T-shirts and stuff, so it was a pain in the ass. But there are loopholes you can get away with. So,
well, yeah, I know Raquel grew up as a musician, so you always want to, give people credit. My brother-in-law, works for a band, is in a band. So, Dave Bob is heading out. Thanks for stopping by, Dave Bob, and thanks for putting up for some of the audio.
Hi, Dave Bob. Yeah, I missed my old opening theme song, so thanks for playing it.
Yep. So, so the old animated series like that, I think that got me to start. I can't remember what I saw first, Chicken and Egg. I loved either one, but remember watching Star Trek on a black and white TV at Grandma's house. Just catching it that first time. I think the Gorn episode was the episode of the Gorn. It might have been one of the first ones, or the one that stuck in my mind because that Gorn was so damn scary. Even though people, I think, moving slow, just there was something about it, like a slee stack or just to move that slow lizard.
Slee stack, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you seriously get scared by the Gorn?
Oh yeah.
He was a kid.
That's an 8-year-old kid. Come on.
I was giggling at them. I thought it was like some of the funniest shit ever.
Now that Gorn.
You're not a Trek fan, I guess.
Well, yeah, I am a Trek fan. I just thought some of it
I'm
was
revoking
silly.
your card.
Oh, don't revoke my card. Whatever. I'm second generation because my dad's a first generation Trekkie because he saw them when they first came on the TV. So
Yeah, well, that Gorn was just so moving slow, and you're stuck on that planet, and there's no way off, and this lizard thing that's much stronger than you, no matter how slow the damn thing moves. It's kind of like the Blob coming after you, the old movie. Well, of course, the Blob was fast, but it's like that nightmare, like when you have something's chasing you, you can't get away, no matter what happens. So that's what's scary about it. It's not that it's that it's kind of good, and plus you're watching on a little black and white TV. I think you guys were talking about that Cardinal stream. I think one of the things that happens too is we grew up watching maybe on a small TV, and if you're watching the low res, the original cable broadcast, when it gets put on one of these big 55-inch or 65-inch TVs. The way the old TVs worked, it was getting technical, but it was scanning interlace, so it was scanning back and forth with the beam, with the CRT, with the big old magnet in the back. So it was scanning. So, but now with pixels, it doesn't give that blurring. There was a natural blurring on a TV, so it kind of worked. But you put if I put I was watching the old Babylon 5 before it was remastered. It was so horrible. Or Deep Space Nine looks horrible on my big TV, but I remember watching it when it first came out on my 13-inch color TV. I never thought it was bad. I mean, just that's the way it was. So, I think that makes part of the difference too. How you watch it, with these big TV, and you get spoiled by it too.
Raquel, I used to watch scary stuff almost daily and weekly, especially the weekends out here in Arizona. You had a 3-day weekend of just monster movies, horror movies, and everything else on our local TV station. So you had sci-fi, horror, and then at night they showed like Night of the Living Dead and everything else. So yeah, I grew up with horror and everything. And then here, listen to this. When Life Force and Nightmare on Elm Street came out, it was Life Force, Nightmare on Elm Street, and they had Saturday the 14th as a triple feature. My mom took me to go see that. Life Force screwed me up as a kid, okay?
God.
Like, yeah, and I was just, okay, it was 1980, so I was 5. My mom took me to see a triple feature of that. Let's just, Life Force was the one that screwed me up. It wasn't Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, yeah, and I was 5, okay? Saturday the 14th, I laughed through, okay? Because I don't know how many people seen it, but Saturday the 14th was just hilarious. I was cracking up. But yeah, it was Life Force was the one that screwed me up, especially with that really hot chick. And I said, Mom, she's gorgeous. She's like, cover your eyes. And I like moved her hand over so I could see her. And I was just like,
well, I had my mom was the exact opposite. For our birthday parties, we'd always go see movies. So, you know, like Octopussy was one that we saw. And then Clash of the Titans, the classic Ray Harryhausen.
Oh yeah, especially the one couple of those scenes.
Yeah, so what happened? I'm with like 5 or 6 kids. We went to Catholic school. You know, I'm not making fun of my mom, but you were brought up with a stricter upbringing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's actually good for kids. But then there's a scene in the temple where the priestess comes out and she's topless, and I guess it was a PG movie, but because it was artistic in nature. You know, it wasn't you know, prurient. So I remember my mom like trying to cover everyone's eyes at once in the row.
And there became at a point. Yeah, there became at a point where my mother was just like, "Okay, you like boobs? It's a natural human thing. Just look at the boobs. Like you're a male. You should enjoy boobs. Go at it." Like.
Well,
so
like
I was just like, yeah.
But then, you know, in Europe, you know, we've, you know, got, you know, in Europe, it's a lot different in terms of, you know, here we've got all kinds of violence on TV, but if you show anything sexual or, you know, at the beaches, you can go topless in Europe for the most part. But, you know, it's a different, but of course you can, you know, nowadays you can, you know, chop someone up on TV and they'll show that in regular, you know, primetime TV. But if you show any nudity, forget it. So I remember.
But when Elvira had her show at like real late at night, I would watch that with my parents, and some of that stuff she had on, like, I think that's the reason why I'm so demented the way I am now. Like, I'm such a a degen, because I stayed up watching Elvira like late at night on the weekend. Like Spinguli was on and everything else, and I watched all this like horror, sci-fi, everything else, and then Elvira would come on with like the harder stuff, the harder horror, and like, you know, the harder stuff. Like I was like, oh, come on, give it to me, Elvira, let's go. You wait for Saturday night, like.
Well, yeah, another example. We were going to see one of my friends was going to see Excalibur. It was a pretty hard R movie. What year was that? 83, whatever it is, but you know, an 80s movie. Yeah. And it was rated R, so I wasn't, you know, what was it, 17 or 16 to see the rated R around here? Maybe it was 17. So I couldn't go. And, you know, I was so mad at my mom for not letting me go. But then I always tell a kind of, well, it's not a great, funny story, but a screwed up story was, you know, I'm Boy Scouts with one of my friends was helping a troop down south. And he worked, you know, say he was in law enforcement. So we'd fly all the time. So he bought Excalibur back in the day, and, you know, tape. It was a rainy night. And he puts Excalibur in for the kids to watch, I guess at camp or whatever. And all of a sudden, there's big commotion, and what's going on? And there's the scene where, you know, Arthur is conceived, shall we say, by not very consensual means, and everyone's, you know, it's a big up. You know, I can understand parents being upset over that. There were, you know, some young kids and shouldn't have seen, you know, seeing that scene. And then they're like, the guy's name was Bob. They're like, Bob, what were you thinking? It's like, well, I watched the movie. There was nothing bad about it. It was just, you know, maybe a little bit of gore, you know, a little bit of fighting. He's like, Bob, where did you watch the movie? Oh, on the flight. Yeah, Bob, on the flight. guess what?
Yeah.
They cut the scenes out for the flight. He's like, oh crap.
Oh, Pat, I used to watch Joe Bob Ribs in Up All Night on USA and
Joe
all that
Bob, man.
stuff. Yeah, Joe Bob Ribs, he was awesome. And then they had Up All Night with Rhonda Shear on the USA channel. I loved it. Yeah, like, and then, like, and it would just, I loved all the freaky stuff that would be on. And then they would cut it down, and then after I would watch it on USA or something, like, I would go and hunt down the VHS because there were scenes that they cut out. I'm like, okay, I can see why that was cut out. Yeah, they edited the crap out of those. So you had to get the VHS. And me, I had a friend that ran a VHS store, and I had friends that I got lucky as a kid. So I had friends. I had 2 friends that owned 2 movie theaters. So I could go to any one of their movie theaters and go and watch any movies they wanted to for free. And then I had a friend that ran a VHS store. So I would just go in there and just get whatever movie. He didn't care what it was. He just slips it to me. He was like, whatever. Like Excalibur, I saw that. And my mom walked in and saw me watching it. And she's like, oh, yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like, I know, isn't it great? And my mom's like, shakes her head, yeah. Walks out of the room. Like,
yeah, but I think there is something that, like, you know, I would tease my mom, but I think there's something to it where, you know, not to be like that get off your lawn guy, but, you know, there's something that wait until you're old enough. Like a few years ago, I saw which version of Rambo was it? Part 4, where they're in Cambodia, Khmer Rouge, I was at a late night showing. It was probably like 10:30. And I really like the movie, but there's some awfully brutal scenes. Not the newest Rambo movie, but the one before that.
Yeah, I remember.
And there's some you know, grape scenes in it, and torture, and 50 caliber machine gun scenes. And I think it's an well done movie. It was trying to send a message. It wasn't, you know, as part of that was gratuitous. But there's a couple rows behind me. There was a couple. There was like a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and it's like you almost want to call the, you know, like this is parent abuse. I mean, it's one thing I mean, to have like, you know, it's like you shouldn't be allowed in I think in England, I think some age groups you're just not even allowed in. Even I could be wrong, but you know, that's the way I think it should be, you know, for a movie.
Yeah,
like
here's the thing. My mom every Saturday, was it Friday or Saturday? I don't know. Every Friday, it was either Friday, I don't remember which one it was. But Friday or Saturday at midnight, my mom would drag me to go see Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get to go see Rocky Horror it was either Friday or Saturday night, 12 o'clock, you know, and then my mom would bring all the toilet paper, the hot dogs, and everything else, you know, that you like throw at people, and like.
I got dragged to it a couple of times.
This is a jump to the left. You know, okay, I'm gonna stop. Hey, did you guys watch Shock Treatment yet?
Why should we?
I know, Mark. Did you watch Shock
Treatment?
No,
I haven't watched Shock Treatment yet. Nope.
I promise. Don't say yet. So you're never going to. So you don't want to watch that dribble. That's what you're supposed to say.
Well,
Mike doesn't like Shock Treatment. He doesn't like.
I'm just kidding. I never watched it. I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'll watch it. I'll watch anything. Give it I mean, maybe last.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Raquel, have you ever watched Shock Treatment? That was the sequel to Rocky Horror. I don't know if you saw that or not.
She doesn't watch crap like that.
Oh, it's just.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if she wants it.
So.
Well, Rocky
my
Horror.
Catholic mom. What is it? My Catholic mom would not let me have a sleepover at Jed's. Yeah, we would like get to do all the stuff you couldn't do. So my friends wanted to go like chill with me all the time because I had access to VHS and everything else. So Raquel, you haven't watched Shock Treatment yet?
What you saying?
She's got to watch Babylon 5 and The Prisoner first. That's worth your time.
Well, Raquel, you know, we can make and have you ever seen Stay Tuned, Raquel? Yeah. Have you ever seen that either? It has.
All right. She hadn't seen Rocky. You got to see Rocky Horror if you're gonna watch Shock Treatment.
Yeah, we can make that happen. Me and Mark can help you with that. Okay, get with us afterwards, and we can hook you up with something. Okay.
I'll listen to him.
Yeah. Okay.
But Rocky Horror, Rocky Horror. Well, you'd enjoy the cosplay and Rocky. Rocky.
Yeah,
Horror,
you enjoy Rocky Horror actually.
Yeah, that's some great.
The chef treatment, I think she would like too.
Yeah, we had it's like we had airband in high school, and like one of the
We're
guys,
gonna turn Raquel into a DJ.
One of the guys they did "I'm a Sweet Transvestite" by Tim Curry, that classic, awesome song. And he dressed up like him, and he came out on stage in high school, and everyone went nuts. It was so much fun. Yeah, that was just a fun. That's just a fun.
I'm probably not gonna get to go to Clobberin because so that's gonna suck for me. So
dude, if Clobberin can happen, then you can get there. I'll get you there.
No, dude, there was probably no way. Right?
Yeah, we'll get you there. We'll send the Galileo 7 for you.
Oh, wait a minute! I forgot. I don't want him there. Never mind. We won't get you. See, now he wants to go just because I told him he can't
go. But yeah, look, Raquel, I'll talk to you afterwards, and me and Mark can set you up with a ton of stuff. Okay.
But the other thing, we're getting back to like the Saturday night, the animated. Yeah, I think people will enjoy it and watch it. My suggestion would be my two not important 2 cents would be I would do like 6, 4, and then maybe talk a little bit about Star Trek Phase 2, the TV series leading up to the movie.
I want to, Raquel.
I think we're going with 5.
5. Yeah, that's good.
That's what we settled on. So
that's good. The longer you go, the better.
Even though the time factor is different, it's 5. That's still 5 different stories that she has to work on. So. But
Wait,
it's a lot of.
Are you guys going to do the movies?
Well, yeah, we're going to do animated series and do the movies, and then move on to TNG.
And then do the couple that you said you're going to go like chronological order, maybe like some of the TNG movies.
We're going to do we're going to just look in crew chronology in the sense of animated series, then the movies, but all the original crew movies, then. And TNG, and then we'll do the TNG movies, and then DS9, Boy, and Int.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
no, that makes sense. Yeah. But I guess if you're doing 8 episodes, it's a lot of prep work. I don't know if you go into totally cold cloudy or you watch them, but I know Raquel.
She does all the research.
She's doing 375 again.
Yeah.
See, the thing is. She does all the real research. I don't do any work. I just watch the things. And watching the 3rd season can be called work. But anyway.
Yeah.
No. So really, in fact, when it was the 1st and 2nd season, I watched those so many times that if something happened through the course of that week, I didn't get a chance to watch them all. It didn't matter. I could still talk about them.
Yeah.
When it came to the 3rd season, because I watched them a lot less, I had to watch. But I don't watch them that same day like she does. Chris Persia, what's up, man? I
think they shut down the trains where I'm at, Pat. Seriously. So.
But what's that?
Oh, he goes, why don't you like trains? I like trains. I used to ride on trains out here all the time. We still have a lot of trains that go and do stuff here in Phoenix all the time, right? So.
Chris Persia.
Hey, Chris. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
So Chris says, congratulations, Mark D with the C. You're 58 and growing strong. Oh, awesome. Yep. Thank you for being here, Chris. One of the most awesome wrenches there is, and great guy to hang out with on Saturday Night Trek and all the chats and the streams. So much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yep.
We appreciate you, brother.
So always appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, so it is a lot of work. Like I watch the episodes, which I love doing, and I've never watched them in order. Like you were saying, I've always, even though I have all the DVD sets, and I've never gone through and watched them in order like Raquel. And it actually was really fun and. She's 100% right. You see the evolution and different, how the series grows, even though it's not, meant to be, set like a, this linear story, but you just see how things develop. But yeah, and then I grew up, like I said, watching them randomly on Saturdays, and then later on it was on PIX at midnight, and we just and then we played with my good buds. We played a game like who could guess the name of the episode the fastest.
Oh,
that was part of the, part of the fun of it. We had that red Star Trek compendium which was like our Bible back then. For
the red one, I had the blue one.
The blue one,
blue
the red same, yeah, for years. And then there are
I had the blue
there
one
are a bunch
too.
of mistakes in that book. So, but
The
for years,
compendium. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say, yeah, there were a bunch of mistakes in that.
By Alan Asherman.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have that one. You know, I still have the old Star Trek Concordance by B.J. Trimble.
Okay.
The one with the wheel.
Oh yeah, the one with the wheel.
Have you ever seen the one with the wheel?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen like pictures of it, not in person. Yep.
I still have that from the 70s. It's a treasure that I will always love, and it's in still pretty good shape. You know, because you know, like what I'm talking about. Like you turn that wheel on the page, and it's got little holes in it to tell you the episodes, and it got the episodes in order of star dates on the cover. That's the cover.
Uh-huh.
If you've ever seen it.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up. I don't want to mess up my.
I still have that blue one, like you said. But
Yeah,
I don't. I don't have the red one. So
I think
I
it was
got the
just,
blue one
just
for a birthday.
it was just updated with just just minor changes. But
Yeah, I like the Asherman one. I mean, I thought it was a pretty good book. I remember I don't know why, but I remember when I remember the night I bought the Star Trek Compendium at a bookstore, B. Dalton's. But we were all about to go see the movie Nighthawks with Sylvester Stallone and Billy D. Williams.
yeah,
And I was messing around before the movie. Why do I remember that? I can't remember what I did about 2 hours ago, but why do I remember crap I did in 1981?
yep, that's the way it works, right? Sometimes, yep.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So let me. I'm gonna try to share my screen here. Hopefully, I'm not gonna mess up my audio. And I think we got the audio working good finally. I had it great with
He's gonna screw up the audio and kill the stream.
Well, I just got to add you to the stream. But hold on a second. I'm gonna share that. If I'm talking, I think everyone can hear me. But you, I've just got to add. I've got to add. Yeah, I got to add you and I think what happens, I've got to add both. Now we can hear Clobberin. Let me add.
I see Raquel.
Yep, I got to change that. Yep.
What Chris had to say? I don't believe you.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, because I had Raquel's avatar up for that. Yeah,
76. No, I got that for my birthday in 1980.
When you were 5 years old?
Yeah, I got that for my birthday when I was 5.
Somebody gave that to a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I was into Star Wars, Star Trek, comic books, everything, man.
Is it okay to not,
my parents did. My parents gave me that.
Is it okay to not
when I was 5? Like, so.
So here's the wheel here.
I took care of my stuff, Mike. So.
Yeah, when you were 5.
Yeah, I took care of my stuff. Okay.
I don't believe you.
Okay. So I did.
You want to give me my very logical reason for not believing you?
Why?
I don't know. Just to be an a-hole.
Yeah, it's just being an asshole.
I love that wheel thingy though.
That wheel is really cool. And then this was the book that everyone had. Is the book? Yeah, it's different colors.
I'm shocked that it's still in that good a condition though.
They got them alphabetical on the wheel, and of course they got the star date and all that crap on there.
Let's see if we get a better picture. Yeah.
I know, Raquel. Isn't it pretty?
So this is a good book. God, $60 for that one? Wow.
My dad has
20, I thought it said 24 something.
Well, I guess the different versions. So
one.
let's see. That's
yeah.
What did your dad have?
That one's 9.
My dad has that
it's the
one.
Same book, yeah.
Which one? Oh, these are good at the compendium now.
Yeah, he has the compendium because they gave it to my.
Right, that's the later one there. The blue one was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the very first one. Yep. $170.
What?
Wow.
That's not even the very first one.
Ah.
Blue was first.
Wow.
Hey, can you drag Raquel in here since we're talking about Star Trek?
Tell him drag her.
Drag her. We didn't invite her.
Drag Raquel in.
Invite her. Yeah.
Dude, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to talk to her, but don't force her. Make her feel like she has to.
There's
the first one right there.
Yeah,
Alan
that
Asherman.
one.
1981. My God, yes. Good. I can't believe it. Nighthawks. Look how much it is. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's because you can't. It's
One
hard. To,
used
it's hard to
bookstore,
find.
The hell.
Oh, Raquel, it'd be like 300-400 in Canadian right there. I kid you not. With all the taxes and all the stupid stuff that goes with it.
Then we get the musical touch of Leonard Nimoy. Yep. Awesome. I grok Spock.
Everyone rocks the spot.
But yeah, it's some great.
Toxic Manflu says, "Why don't you guys? Yeah, why don't you guys grow up? Jesus Christ, man! You bunch of nerds.
I don't want to grow up. I don't want to wear a suit and tie."
Yeah, we never. Right?
What the hell's wrong with you, goddamn boys and boys today? You just bunch of damn children.
I'll hail the Dix division. Just gotta say that right there. You know,
watching all Star Trek all the time. I swear to
God. Have you ever kissed? God, I love what I still remember seeing that. I know exactly where it was with Friends. That's when I saw Shatner do that skit.
Get a live sketch.
Get a live sketch. I mean, a lot of people got mad at it, but
oh yeah, there's a lot of people, and my dad laughed it off, and he goes,
I know,
trolling people purpose.
Yeah, so I knew it was just a joke. So, let's see, what was the, and then I
my dad also has that other blue one right there. So
this is a good book too, the illustrated handbook. I think I have this one. I'm not sure. I got so many Star Trek books, and I did buy.
Are they still trying to do the Dix coin thing over there?
What?
Oh, we're trying to do Dix coin, so it's gonna be funny.
Who, how, what, when? I don't understand.
It started out. My dad has this one right here too. My stepmother got him this for his birthday one year.
That's a nice illustration there.
It's a nice book.
Beautiful. I was watching this, and Wrath of Khan is
Which one is that one there? No, go ahead.
This is the illustrated.
Okay. I still have my technical manual for the 70s, by the way. Star Trek technical manual.
Oh, you do? Yeah, they're like $18 for the hardcover here, Raquel.
It's not bad, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Remember the technical manual for the 70s?
Pat, it got wet? Mm-hmm. Like, was it totally destroyed, or was it hardcover, or like softback?
What were you saying, Mark? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, I was watching. I love Wrath of Khan. It's like I've been collecting Wrath of Khan since you guys know I saw that premiere with. I got to meet Nimoy that night. It was because of a fundraiser for school. So since then, I've been collecting like everything I get my hands on for Wrath of Khan. So I'll have to do a stream on that, or maybe have you or Raquel on, or maybe even let me on for like 5 minutes on your show. I know you don't let anyone on, but just to talk about a few minutes on that experience.
We'll do a special show about that, or you can do it on the Global Geek Gang if you want.
Yeah.
Or you can do it on the Archivists too, dude.
Yeah,
you can do
show
it on
my memorabilia. So I have like, you know how you guys have seen my office, but I've been literally like I have like paintings and posters and books and spot gears, and I've got even a Wrath of Khan mouse pad. I've got a Wrath of Khan cap. Like I just have it on my eBay search, and all the Starlog magazines and every little thing that I can find. Wrath of Khan, I've been buying through the years, which has been like a healthy obsession. I've got I've got like a nice.
Raquel says GGG.
Indeed. Everyone has a Wrath of Khan story of some kind. The day it came out, you saw it. You got to go to a cool premiere. It said in the newspaper that it was going to be showing at 10:40. Mm-hmm. So we got there at 8 in the morning. Some friends of mine and I took the day off, and I worked in a comic shop. Believe it or not, yeah. And then they said, "Oh, we got the time wrong. It's really 12 o'clock." What? So we stood there, and because they got the time wrong in the newspaper. They gave us free passes, and
Nice. Yeah.
we stood out in front, was the first ones in line. Of course, after seeing it the first time, we went back again later. They wouldn't let us stay in the theater to watch it, and we saw it. I think I saw it 3 times the first day.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
That's
We
I was
got
18 years old, or almost 18 years old.
when it came out here, we got to see it at the Cine Capri, which is the biggest theater in Arizona at that time. So, yeah, and then we went back another week later. So we saw it like twice in 1 week. So
I think we saw Trek 3 about 2 or 3 times the same day as well.
Yeah.
Took the day off, went there. A buddy of mine had to play hooky from work and had to go put his ticket in his car because it was parked up a place. We had it all planned out. We had shirts made for it when we were just going nuts. I mean, every time a Trek movie came out, it was the biggest of deals. Can you find the original Star Trek technical manual on there?
Yeah, I'll pull it back up. Yep. Let me
Oh, did you find it?
No, I'll find it. Yep. Let me grab it. Yep. But yeah,
wait, Mark.
Pat S is asking where the bathroom is on the Enterprise.
They don't need them.
Yeah.
Right.
In the 23rd and 24th century, they have found the way. Basically, they have these little nanite things that when you eat, it converts your food into energy, and you don't have to do that. You still have to go wee, but that's about it. But there's like a
You use the 3 seashells in the future.
Yeah.
No. It also converts your wee into energy. Everything you consume is converted into energy, so they don't really have use for bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the original, isn't it? Or oh no, that's 86.
Let's see.
There's
one came out in the 70s.
70s,
yeah,
right?
there's
Yeah,
one from the 70s.
Let me see. It has a strange kind of a cover. It's
That's not it.
No, that's
Go
that's
down
later.
more.
that's a later one.
It has
yeah,
like
that's
a
later one.
almost like a cardboard type of cover type thing, like a
Uh-huh.
like a vinyl kind of jacket to it or something like that. If I remember,
It's
I saw
kind
it.
of weird. It's
Is this
weird
it? Oh, that's the
looking.
Hanes,
It's black. It's black
Yeah.
covered though.
Yeah,
Oh, it looks sort of like that.
Oh, here it is.
but
Maybe
it's
this one?
like
There it
a
is.
little bit.
That's it.
That's it, right? Yeah, yeah.
That's it. That's the one I have.
Yep. Wow, that's the first edition.
Still have
here,
it
right?
somewhere.
That's pretty.
Yep, right there.
I must. Yeah, I had to have seen it. I must have had friends. Who
See, it's
had
got if you look close, it's got the jacket's got kind of like a plastic thingy covering over it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really tell, I guess.
That's
My
the
dad
inside, yeah.
has this, and he won't let me touch it whatsoever to look at it. So
Smart man. Just read the PDF.
I'm like, I just want to see it.
Don't even look at it.
And he's in there reading it and stuff, and I was like, I just want to see it.
Do you guys remember a book by David Gerald called The World of Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned that one of the streams, Yep. I don't have that one. I got to add that to the.
Well,
list. Yeah.
It was from the 70s, but then they re-released one 3 weeks before Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock came out. And the significance of that is, no one knew what was going to happen with Spock.
Yeah.
David Gerald put the synopsis of the film in that book, and it came out before the movie.
Wow.
And we couldn't wait. We were going nuts. And I don't like. I'm not saying I'm into spoilering that much because I didn't read the novelization or anything, but I did read the synopsis because I couldn't wait.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I teased people by pretending to tell them what happens and didn't really.
Yeah.
But
where did he watch Star Wars in Star Trek Wrath of Khan that the theater was empty? Because where I went, theaters weren't empty.
Who?
No, because it was the wrong time. They posted the. He's saying.
Yeah, he said he saw
chat.
Wrath of Khan and Star Wars opening week, and the theaters were empty.
Well, don't forget when Star Wars opened, no one expected it to be a big hit. So
yeah, the first.
Yeah.
It was,
not only that one. Yeah,
yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Yeah, but with Star Wars, it took a long. Back in the day too, movies were in the movie theater for a lot longer to build an audience. Now you got to have.
That's 2016. Yeah. If you can find the 1984 version, it had a completely different cover.
Oh, that explains why. You were in Miami. Okay. That makes sense now. It literally does make sense. Yeah, we had to line up for Star Wars, and we had to line up for the motion picture. We had to line up for the Wrath of Khan and all the movies because there was a huge line for them.
Yeah, before 1980, down here we had a thing called an anti-blind bidding law. Movie theaters were not allowed to bring a movie into a theater in Louisiana until idiots and the government were screened it. Not only that, Star Wars and Empire, both of those films were released at various different dates throughout the country. They didn't have one release date for movies back then.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so Star Wars, I remember, I was a little kid, but I remember it kept growing and growing. It was in movie theaters forever, too. I mean, that's the one thing I don't like, too, is movies, they got to make all their money, right away. I think My Big Fat Greek Wedding was the first movie that crossed $200 million over so many weeks. It was never number one. I mean, it's pretty rare that you have a movie like, it's all set up for blockbusters now, unfortunately, where you got to, make all your money in the first 2 weeks. And if it doesn't, if it's not a hit right away,
Hey, Mark, she says, I can't find a copy of it. Yes, I can't find it. I did. I found it $50, but the person don't sell it to Canadians.
Which book is she? Spock's World, or I'm not sure which. Well,
which one, Raquel?
Maybe this book.
Tell us which one.
I don't know if this is the book or, but this is one of my favorite all-time books. I have the poster for this.
David Gerald one.
Yep.
First one was in the early, like in the 70s, but then then I had that. But I think I had it as it was like a small paperback. That's a nice cover. I think that's the last one they did, right? That's a very nice cover.
Yeah, so I have that. Actually, it's a nice framed version, like 18 by 24 of that cover. Yep, hanging. So that's.
The DS9 technical manual, Raquel?
No, DS9 companion.
Yep, actually, I did buy it, Raquel. So we could talk about it. We'll figure something out for because I found it for $60 and you weren't sure if you wanted to buy it for 60, but I made the impulse purchase. So I don't want to say on air, but we'll figure out maybe a way somehow to we'll either way we'll figure out the information you need for that book. But and at insult to injury, I think I mentioned to you and Chad and Clobby when we were just chatting one night that the sticker on the book said $5 clearance, and the person bought it, and then resold it for $60. God bless them. Capitalism.
Yeah.
There's a sticker on it says $5. So, but it's a big book, but it's not that big. So yeah, it's the
which one? Which
book? DS9.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Compendium. Nice. Yep. Or
Companion? Or was it
Companion?
Like
I think it was.
That's by Block.
By Block, yeah.
Yeah. The Blocks.
Yeah, I'll put Block. I think it was
up the old Blocks.
Right? BLLC. Yeah, here it is. Yep. Yeah. So Raquel, the nice thing about in America, in the good old USA, we got a lot of used bookstores, which are great. So a lot of times I'll buy some of these books, used. Well, obviously they're old now too, but they've got them in used bookstores. But see, they're $80, $92, $109. So, yeah, so it's saying, see, I purchased this book. So I found it for $60 and I grabbed it. So, but yeah, it's I don't know why that book is so expensive. It's not, when I got it, I thought it would be, much larger book, or even though it is, 736 pages. It's not, it's, thin paper. It's not, like a fancy hardcover or anything. So it was $30 new back in the day. So, but we'll figure something. We'll figure something out. But it's crazy how expensive that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. Yeah.
Crazy stuff, dude. Sure.
Yeah, I could see like the books in the 70s or back in the day, but it's that's not a super super duper hardcover. Like I can see those Marvel editions. The Ultimate editions are really nice, but that's really expensive. Yeah. I think Raquel sent a photo. So let me stop sharing my screen and see if I can call that up on the Twitter, and let's see what she sent. Let's see here. Let me look that up. But yeah, so when Raquel opened, God, that was huge.
Out here is huge too.
Spoiler alert: Spock dies, and what I wanted to say was when I got a magazine there. I don't know if it was Starlog or a different magazine. The story of the movie.
Starlog, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm reading it, and I got Nimoy to sign it, which was awesome. I got to make it like a display box for all that, like the tickets from that movie and everything. And I started reading it, and then the opening scene is that great reveal when you find out it's the Kobayashi Maru. But I read the goddamn magazine, so I knew it ruined the scene because I knew that what was going to happen. So I was like, crud. So I knew that because then we all knew Spock was going to die. So I think they had that as a fake in the beginning, that you thought that Spock was gonna die, and then okay, he died. We don't have to. We're that's it. He's that was a spook. Wasn't really.
Well, that's how it was when when Empire came out. If you didn't go see it that first day, and there were people coming out. I remember when I came out of the theater, there was this one ass that was right behind us that yelled that Vader died. That Vader was Luke's son, and this one guy just came right up and just clocked the guy, just boom, knocked him out on his ass. Like I was like, oh, I'm glad I watched the movie.
Yeah,
but it was right behind me, and my mom grabbed me by my collar and pulled me to the side real fast.
Oh God.
She could do that because she was a weightlifter back then. My mom just yanked me to the side, and those two got into it, and one guy just knocked him on his ass and knocked him out. Yeah.
But one story I remember in local news, back when Empire was coming out, obviously you hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah,
so there was a couple online in Times Square, and they planned their marriage dressed as Luke and Leia.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the big thing in front of them going in to see Empire Strikes Back. They had Justice of the Peace. They got married as Luke and Leia. And I'm thinking for years after that, did they ever interview them and tell the couple that they were actually brother and sister?
No, they didn't.
What would happen when they were watching the movie? I wondered after, as they got married as Luke and Leia, and then they come back out and they find out they're brother and sister. I was like, oh God.
That's one of the many things I hate about Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Aggravated. That will always aggravate me. That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the movie better than I used to, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I love that movie. I can't.
I mean, I hate it. In 1983, I didn't love it though. I hated it with a passion. I walked it out of the theater. Very upset. Let's put it like that. Because, obviously I'm a Star Trek guy, but, The Empire Strikes Back is my all-time favorite film. There are 2 times I walked out of a theater. I'm talking about not in the days with all the horrible stuff we got now, but, in the good days where I was unbelievably angry. First was in 1981 when I walked out of Superman 2. Actually, I was lying to myself and trying to convince myself I liked it, and I went back a little bit later the same day, and I just decided how much I hated it. The Lester cut, I mean.
Yeah.
And then even worse, in 1983, after waiting 3 years to see Return of the Jedi, I go in there, all of a sudden it's the Muppet Show combined with the Care Bears movie, and Han Solo's character is ruined, and Luke and Leia are brother and sister. All the good stuff that's in it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's got a lot of good stuff in it, but you don't think about that the first time you see it when you're almost 19 years old and you've been waiting for that for 3 years.
Yeah, I was a little bit younger. 4 years younger than yourself when I saw that.
So, what did you do when you went to go see Superman 4?
By then it was look, a buddy of mine. We went to see Superman 3 on a laugher. We had people walking out of the theater. How bad that was. So 4.
That was.
I just said, what the hell?
Then.
I read the little novelization to 4. You remember when novelizations came out before movies? The comic book adaptation came out. I read the novelization before, and I was like, the novelization doesn't make it sound all that bad, and then go to the theater. And it's the stupidest idea for a story ever.
4 was just like they were smoking weed or something when they did 4.
Well, I love Christopher Reeve, but that was his mistake.
Yeah, that was his swan song, and they disrespected him on that.
Well, some guy claimed he stole the story from some guy. I'd say, dude, if you wrote that story, you hope somebody steals it because it's garbage. It is so stupid. Superman deciding to tell the planet, you know what? I don't think you guys should have nukes, so I'm gonna get rid of them myself, and you don't have anything to say about it.
Yeah, I was like, they turned,
Well, that's always, like you said before, you don't want to make superheroes too realistic because, Superman would never get sleep, right? And I think you said Astro City kind of deals with that a little bit.
Did you ever read Astro City #1?
That's on the list now that I've been.
I love the whole that first issue deals with what would happen if you were Superman and you had a conscience, because if you think about it, every time Clark Kent goes out for a coffee with Lois or has a nice quiet evening and tries to try life for himself,
someone dies.
That's fine. There's people all around the world dying that you could do something about it.
Yep.
Astro City, brilliantly, and I mean brilliantly, especially in that first issue, addresses that with the character of Samaritan, who's basically Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, when I read that, I was blown away. And it's not spoiler. Just basically, this is a guy who can fly like Superman. But every waking out moment he spent he's flying to help people. So when the few times he goes to sleep, he dreams about flying for his own fun because he never gets to do it for his own. Imagine you can fly, but you can't use it for your own pleasure because you're saving everyone all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. I mean, that's because it's realistic, right? Because you shouldn't. I mean,
yes.
But Superman. One of my favorite stories was that Treasury edition my grandfather got me that had the story of Superman, and it's an old story, but a reprint. That #2. I've shown you the cover before, and you knew exactly the issue. But Superman thinks he's dying. I think there was, if I'm remembering right, there's kryptonite somewhere hidden in his suit, so it's poisoning, but he doesn't know about it, so he thinks he's dying. But like he's trying to make up for the the end of the knowing that he's leaving, so he like irrigates the deserts. He's fixing things, like doing all these things, planning.
That was All-Star Superman.
Well, it's sort of like All-Star, but it's I'll look it up. But
way before that, you talking about from like a treasure? What comic did you show me again?
Well, it was the Treasury edition, DC. I'll pull it up on my.
But it was a reprint. Book,
it was a reprint, but as a kid, and had the episode where there's a kid that turns into a monster and he's lobotomized by his parents.
Wait a second.
And then
I think
there's
I know what he's talking about.
What, a Silver Age comic?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. Actually, Raquel had sent me. Well, I've got this screen up. Raquel had sent me the. She's looking for this for Spock's World. So Raquel, you can get it in the States here if you want to add it to the boxes going to Canada for $5.44.
$5.
So she said she has Spock's World, didn't she?
No, she. I think she was saying that she was trying to get it, and it was too expensive. If I'm reading the chat right, but Raquel.
I thought she said she had that.
Let us know if.
I thought she said she had it too.
Or maybe I was reading the chat wrong. But if you are looking for that one, Raquel, let me know.
Well, yeah,
she'll let you know.
She'll let me know. Yeah, but it's $5. $5 here. So
it's one of the Dying Dwayne books, huh?
Yeah, it's not bad. So we can. Well, here, let me go back. Let me see what she.
She says she has it.
Oh, she has. Okay, good. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. Yeah, good. But let me go find that DC Treasury #2, I think.
Yeah, remember when how it was actually really exciting to get a Trek book, a novel, because there wasn't all that much Trek around.
Yeah. Just like Doctor Who, when there was no Doctor Who around, and you got a new Doctor Who book.
Yeah, those Doctor Who books from the '90s. After the show was canceled, some of those the version
that was all the Doctor Who you could get. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
No, like when that book came out, that Spock World, I remember there was a big deal. Like you go to bookstores, there were posters for it, and it was, a big deal. New movie, something new about Spock was coming out, and it was, it was a big deal. But now, do you really hear about Star Trek books being a big deal when they come out?
No.
I mean,
They
not
make
no
them.
more.
Yeah, so it's not.
Elagabilis asks if does New Orleans have many used bookstores? It used to. Now Pat S lives there now. I don't live there now, so Pat S could tell you. Obviously, a lot of it's I think there's still a few around there here and there, but Pat S, it would probably better to answer that question because he actually lives there now. I live in Baton Rouge. I love used bookstores, though. I tell you that.
Yeah, we have a lot of good used bookstores out here in Phoenix too.
Oh God, I love me a used bookstore.
Yeah.
You can find some great stuff there. Great stuff, yeah. Now, a bunch of our bookstores closed down. So this is the Best of DC, Volume 1. Yep. So it's got that story, The Enemy Within. Then let's see, it's got the Batman story with.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah.
Neil Adams cover.
Neil Adams. Yep. But I mean,
now, the story you're talking about, I haven't read in like 30 years, so I can't really remember much about it.
Yeah, but
I have I love those Treasury editions, dude. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah. So
I got the one with the kid on his back. I got the Justice League ones, Batman Strangest Cases, Superman, Spider-Man. They're really good cover right there. The Christmas Treasury, Shazam, Superman, Spider-Man, the Avengers. Like, I have a bunch of those. That Thor one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spidey.
Yeah, and actually, those technically were never called only Marvel called them Treasury editions.
Yeah.
They were
I have that Conan one too. Yeah, I have that Conan one too.
I don't see that on here. Look at a Aparo Batman cover, the Batman ones. I've got all these. Yeah. I have a pretty big Treasuries and tabloids collection, but of course, my friend Wes, who did a show with me not too long ago, he's just completed his collection of all of those. All Treasuries, all tabloids.
That's amazing.
Hey, Eric.
Eric K, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Eric K, yep.
What's up, brother? Did Doomcock and Gary get over with? Did you popped over?
I doubt it. Oh, it is pretty late. They probably did.
Yeah, they're probably over right now because Chris said that Doomcock was just still there. So.
Well, it's on Gary's channel, so.
Yeah.
But thanks for being here, Eric K, and glad I made 50. So I'm having a lot of fun doing this.
I think they finally finished up.
$955. You can buy my copy for $955. I don't think so.
Where? What?
That Best of DC Volume 2. Yeah.
No, that's insane.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They are high.
That's reprints. They did out of their.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Oh, you just finished up, Eric? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are reprints from the 70s.
Yeah.
You got the reprints of stuff older than that, but that book is from that reprint is from the 70s. So, and you guys maybe missed Doomcock and Gary, but I guess Mark the Evil Deceased worth it. I don't know about.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd say that, but I appreciate you guys being here for the.
Of course, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, always, brother.
But but the stories in that issue, like as a young kid, you were saying, Jed, why were you scared of certain things? But that when you read certain things as a kid, and that stuck with me too. Like you read that over and over and over, because you didn't have that many books to read too. So you'd read something and you'd grab that and go back and read it again and read it again. So. There was some fun.
I think I got desensitized early because I saw a lot of shit. So
yeah, I can imagine where that
did. But I will tell you, Life Force did scare the hell out of me. It wasn't Nightmare on Elm Street. It was Life Force that scared the hell out of me. So and the first was it wasn't the first Aliens movie. It was the second Aliens movie that scared the hell out of me. And the first one was okay, I liked it.
That didn't scare them much.
That second one scared me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, it was some scary thing. Yeah, and but the first Alien had so much tension in it too. So
yeah, that I actually liked the first one. It didn't scare me.
yeah,
Like, but that second one, I was still young at the time, and it scared the hell out of me. Like I seen a lot of shit. Like, so I wasn't like I people are like, "What? You're not scared?" I was like, "No, I watch this stuff like on the weekly." And people are like, and I'm like, I would drag my friends over to my house or go over to their house. I'm like, we gotta watch this. He's like, my mom's not gonna let me. I was like, grow a pair and watch it. Come on, like, your mom's not gonna be around for hours. We can watch it. It's daytime, you know.
but some of like the stuff that I watched too that scared me as a kid was really not, it wasn't gory at all. Like Gargoyles, which was Stan Winston's first special effects movie, which she did.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it looks a little cheesy, but for the money for like a made-for-TV movie, and that was damn scary with those costumes it came up with and the flying. You know, you see it as a 10-year-old. So I'd always watch. Like that's a great one. And then we've got our new buddy in chat, Dad Man Walking, with the Trilogy of Terror icon.
Hey, Dad Man. That thing was scary.
Hey, Dad Man.
That was some scary shit there, brother.
Yeah,
So
it's just. I think.
But
it
wasn't gory though. It was like the idea of it was scary. And then of course the classic "Don't Be Afraid of the Dark," where my mom was like, "Well, why don't you want to go play in the basement anymore?" I'm like, "Because there's little creatures in the furnace, Mom." I didn't say it.
Was it Goosebumps and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark that scared you?
Not Goosebumps. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, because that was because if you think of it, you like whenever the lights were off, that's when the creatures would come out. That's why the episode Blink worked so well for Doctor Who, because it's you're thinking of yourself, you can't stop yourself blinking, or
Blink was scary.
Yeah,
Blink was
I will tell you, the only thing that scared me when I was little, because we lived at this trailer when I was little, and they had sewer roaches. If you guys remember Creepshow, that one part in Creepshow where they had the humongous roaches, okay, when that one roach part, well, we went back one night and I saw that one night and that scared the shit out of me. Well, when we went back, we had sewer roaches in our house, okay? And in the trailer that I lived in when I was younger. Okay, get this. I just watched Creepshow, and you know that part where the roaches go in the mouth? I was in my bed in the middle of the night after just watching Creepshow, and a sewer roach went in my mouth when I was trying to go to sleep. And I screamed bloody murder. And my mom came in and said, "What are you doing?" And I had it in my hand because I pulled it out of my mouth and I crushed it in my hand like some badass. And then I was over here just shaking it. And my mom's like, "Oh, you just killed a roach? That's the reason why you're screaming?" I was like, "Piss off. Did you just see what we just saw tonight?" I was like,
aren't you scared?
And my dad's over here being the realist. Well, that did kind of was messed up, and my mom's like saying, "Oh, grow a pair," and I'm like, "Oh, fuck off!" Like seriously, like my mom told me to grow a pair. Like,
are you gonna do it? Are you gonna follow that advice someday, or what?
No, shut up, Mike.
Well, what was it?
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, when the girl gets turned into a cockroach. That scared me. That scared me so much. Oh, and then she gets crushed and she ends up in the motel.
That was Nightmare on Elm Street 4, wasn't it?
4, yeah. I think it was 4, yeah. And I have one.
Did you see what Pat said?
That's why I never touched the fuzzy meteorite.
Yeah.
Is that the one where Stephen King turns into a plant at the end? Which one? Which movie is it that Stephen King turns? The meteorite hits and it's growing grass everywhere and plants everywhere, and then he starts. He's in and in the end he just falls into the bathtub and he basically turns into like a Swamp Thing creature.
Yeah. We're gonna have the Wrench Channel Part 2 over here.
Yeah.
Like, our channel over there, and then yours.
Yeah, well, I figure I have to appreciate it. Yeah, but the Fly. Well, both versions of the Fly. Like I remember the first time I saw the Vincent Price version, and when he's screaming again, help
that
me,
one didn't
help me.
scare me as
Oh,
much
that
as
is
the
so
one.
creepy. Oh,
The,
well, yeah.
the one with Jeff Goldblum. Now that one scared me a little bit.
That was more gross than scary.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was good.
Yeah.
Gross.
yeah.
But the fly out that scene with the fly in the web at the end saying, help me, help, and the spiders
Oh yeah,
come.
help me. I was like, oh man, that's messed up.
Yeah,
Like,
that
that
freaked
was
you
like,
out. That was so freaking
yeah.
scary. So, and then
Creep Show was with Stephen King did it, and it was they had one with roaches, another. Creep Show was like.
So Creepshow was Stephen King, right? Yeah. With the
It
last
was
one.
Stephen King. It was messed up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was the one where he turns into a plant, basically.
And then they had two. It was like four short stories in the movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that was.
But
Stephen
I
King
like
wrote,
that night scared the crap out of me, and my and I heard my mom as she was walking off, and she's like, "Well, at least he grabbed the roach and squished it in his hand like a little badass." Like she's like, he took it out of his mouth and put it in his hand and just squished it, and sat there shaking as he was squishing it. So. And I heard my mom. He has what do they call it when they were like. He has what do you call it when there's something you can see in somebody? He has potential. My mom said he has potential. So, yeah. So. But I was still a kid then, though, too. So.
Yeah.
But just think about that.
And like Clobberin was saying, the new Fly movie, it was more gross. But then the one scene, I mean, that freaked me out too. And I thought was that Cronenberg?
Yeah,
Cronenberg was like,
Cronenberg's a weirdo.
Yeah, but it was very well done. And the scene where he's kind of hopping around, I'm like, God, they could do Spider-Man could move like this. The one scene where he's got, he's like half fly, half human, but he's, moving around, jumping around, and clinging to things. I'm like, oh, they can do good Spider-Man now. But yeah, that was when he melts the guy and But like then again, you could also have a movie like Psycho where there's it's just psychological where there is some gore in there. But how many people saw that and then didn't want to go in the shower after seeing that movie?
Hello, help me! Raquel, she's like so gross.
Well, I don't think Raquel likes those kind of movies. Yeah.
What? Okay, Eric K. The original OG Outer Limits or the '90s ones?
Only the original counts. Why?
Yeah. Well, actually, they did have some good ones in the '90s. There was a few good episodes.
Some good. No, was that the one?
There was a few episodes that were good. Not all of them were good, though.
That was the one that started on Showtime, and then it had the robot episode where the person was he paralyzed or was sick, and they had the robot taking care of her. But there was nudity in the first. When it was on Showtime, I think it was.
The first season or two there was, and then they moved it, I think, to Sci-Fi or something.
Yeah, one of the episodes I really loved was John. Was it John from the Waltons? John Boy.
Richard Thomas.
Richard Thomas, and he's trying to create make a genetically superior person. He's experimenting, and he cracks it. Like everything that he does, his body reacts. So he starts swimming all the time, and then he develops gills, and then he's all of a sudden he starts developing eyes on the back of his head because he can't see in the back of his head.
Yeah.
And then he gets into a fight with someone, and he develops like this. He becomes gradually disfigured, kind of like a Fly type episode where his body's reacting to everything that happens around him and developing defenses.
Yeah.
So eventually he can't touch anyone anymore because that was the horror of the end. Because then he
saw that.
Yeah, that was a creepy one. And the other.
Go ahead,
Mark. The other one I was going to say was really, really well done. I think it was Outer Limits. Was where everyone's buried in a bunker, like 5 miles deep, and they've got a doomsday machine switch to destroy the Earth because aliens have invaded, and they've got like food for a year, and aliens are coming to Earth, and they don't know if they're friendly or not. So and they can see each other, like say we'd be in this chat here, and they can talk to people and see each other, but they're they're totally isolated, and they're supposed to every like 5 minutes or half hour or whatever, one of them has to go hit the button to stop nuclear Armageddon or the planet being destroyed, and to keep the aliens from taking over if the aliens are bad. And gradually, one by one, the cameras disappear. People are but you don't know what's happening if the aliens are good or bad. I guess I shouldn't give it away. But,
yeah, don't give it away.
There's a really good twist in the end of it.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about, right? Yep.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. So that.
But I also did like Amazing Stories in the '80s, but I liked the one with the kid and his grandfather in the train. That was my favorite one. So an Amazing, the one that
remember the one about,
Spielberg did.
The one that with Christopher Lloyd was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original Amazing Stories in the '80s. Yeah.
Or the one with was it Kevin Costner landing the plane, or was that the bomber, the B-17 bomber, and the artist?
Wasn't Mark Hamill in one of them?
Yeah, Mark Hamill was in they who was I think the guy that had Wilford Brimley, I think, was in the one with the kid and the train. I'm not sure. There was a kid that I don't remember who the kid is, but he's like famous now. But he was a child actor at the end, and Spielberg casted him because he thought he saw some potential in him. So, yeah.
No, there was some good. Definitely some good.
Then they brought Amazing Stories back, but it was just completely trashed just recently. So I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. They brought Outer Limits back again, and that.
Yeah, and it was really bad.
I'm sorry, Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it was really bad because it was made by that woke idiot that wants to do all the trashy Marvel stuff.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, no, the first season was totally unwatchable. The second season actually had some decent episodes.
Are you talking about the CBS one?
The CBS one, yeah.
Yeah.
The new one?
The new one, yep. The first season is horrendous. It's just hard.
It was the original Twilight Zone with Captain Kirk. That was pretty good when they had the gremlin on the plane. Yeah, I love.
Shatner was on two.
Was Shatner?
Yeah,
he was on two of them actually.
And then Lithgow was in the remake. So
he was in. Shatner was in Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, but he's also one before that called Nick of Time. Of course, Twilight Zone was a great show. So.
Nick of Time, was that the one with the devil with the kid making the wishes, or
yeah,
yeah. No, he's great.
There was what was the one where the guy had his glasses broke and all he had was books? That was one of my favorite ones.
Time Enough at Last with Burgess Meredith.
Yeah, I love it. Burgess Meredith. That's one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes. And there was also the one where the guy where he thought he went to heaven and he was actually in hell. So that one was really cool because he could do all this really cool stuff. And he thought he was in like heaven, and he goes, "No, my dear boy, where do you think you are?"
Yeah.
And then like I was just like, "Oh."
Yeah. Remember, that was Victor French in that one. The guy who's, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember A Family Affair. Yeah. The old show Family Affair.
Yep.
Yeah, like, it's because my grandparents used to watch all this. I watch it.
Sorry, Sebastian Cabot.
Cabot, yeah. The character was French family.
They were the French. Yeah, they were the French family.
Yeah.
So I screwed it up. Victor French was a different actor. I'm an idiot, but that was Sebastian Cabot.
Yeah.
Again, you got to be old to know who he is. You probably got to be old to remember Family Affair. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, my grandparents used to watch that, so I watched it with them. So, like,
then they watched it on reruns then, because it was
it was on reruns. But my grandparents would watch it, so I'd watch whatever my grandparents were watching back when they were alive,
Brian Keith.
So,
yeah.
My grandparents used to watch the Donna Reed show and Leave It to Beaver and all that stuff. So that's how I got introduced to all that stuff.
Yeah.
Bewitched and everything else.
Yeah, as I was saying, like the new Twilight Zone, there are a few. As much as I couldn't stand that first season, there are a few decent episodes in the second season.
There is that one the ones in the 90s.
What possessed you to watch to find out?
Because I watch everything. If I'm going to talk about this stuff, I watch it. And I'm an optimist, I guess, a glutton for punishment.
He likes to. I think he's a sadist, or what do they call it? People like pain.
Yeah.
Masochist. He's a masochist.
Oops, that was cup.
That scumbag
There
who
were
makes that
some,
show doesn't deserve it. Good.
There were some. I got to go over. Like there was one where a guy's imagining what's happening in a town, and then what he imagines or moves, and like this replica of the town happens in real life to the town. So there were some decent. I give something credit if they, if they give something good. They weren't as woke in that second season, trying so hard to just have ridiculous stories that made no sense just to make a political point. So, but that second season they did. I wouldn't say highly recommend it, but
Right.
it's an improvement. Yep.
Raquel's running out, so let's say goodbye to Raquel if she hadn't left already. Hey,
Bye, Raquel. If
Bye,
you haven't left
Kelly.
already.
Love you.
Thanks.
Love
Yep.
you.
Thanks for hanging out, Raquel. I appreciate it. Yep.
I didn't see that I didn't see her say that. Let me see. Step beyond.
Well, we'll probably end this in a few minutes anyway. I'm glad that we finally.
Yeah,
got
so
to-
much for your 45 minutes to a half hour.
Yeah,
huh?
well, you guys are so much fun to hang out with. Sometimes Jed calls us at night on the messenger, and then I'm like, I got to go to bed early tonight and just do, we just have fun talking and
Sure.
and chewing the fat or whatever. So instead of watching TV or although I got to watch my 5 Star Trek episodes, at least 5 animated episodes won't be as tough to catch up on.
Raquel watches them the same day as we do the review. I just watch them throughout the week, man.
Wow, the same day. That's tough. Yeah,
it's not easy. Yeah. So it's only 5, but it's just the same amount of time.
Yeah, there's some good episodes in that anime. I mean, the one with Spock with the sellout was a good one. And then you get to Captain Robert April.
In the last episode.
Yep. So
yes, indeed, Raquel. That's right. Family Affair Sissy. But no, you're right. Those are good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked the Pirates of Orion. I liked, of course, Yesteryear.
Yeah.
I liked. By the way, Raquel, check your DMs on Twitter. I liked the Slaver Weapons, Jihad. There were some good ones.
Yeah, because you've got you got the good writers, right? Yeah. So you've got DC Fontana, and I haven't read the book that Raquel recommended that I bought it, but haven't started to read it yet. But,
yeah, me either. I was looking at it though.
It's really a nice book. Yeah, it's really cool book.
We're going in the order that book tells us to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And is that considered canon, or I know people are going back and forth? I think it is, but
to me it is. Roddenberry has once said that only Yesteryear is canon.
Yeah,
and I think it's the only thing referenced in the Star Trek Encyclopedia. Remember when Paramount actually sort of cared about Star Trek lore so much they actually hired a guy, a couple different dudes at some point, like Richard Arnold for a while, then a guy named Eddie Egan that used to be in charge of Star Trek lore.
Okay.
And people would say that Roddenberry himself said that at some point anyway. Now, it may have been changed later. I don't know. But he has been on record saying that, or he and Paramount saying that only, love you, Raquel, only that one episode, Yesteryear, is canon. But you know what? It's canon to me. So.
Yeah, it makes sense it is. Yeah, and I remember I was telling people who Robert April was. I'm like, well, the first captain of the Enterprise. Like, no, it's Pike. I'm like, no, it's Robert April. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm like, so of course, things, change over time and, they introduce new characters. But,
the name Robert April was not, he was going to use it for Star Trek, but you know where he plucked it from originally? He wrote for, Roddenberry wrote for the greatest TV Western of all time, which was called Have Gun Will Travel. A brilliant, wonderful show. And he wrote 20-some-odd episodes. And he wrote a character in 2 different episodes, a man named Robert April, one of the few recurring characters on the show. He had a character named Robert April. Then later, of course, he was played by a different actor, but he used that name on there. So in 2 different, like I say, 2 episodes that were, they didn't do a lot of, recurring characters.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you had, and then, and God, I'll tell you what, Gene Roddenberry, underrated as a writer. Obviously, you can't say he's underrated as a writer. People know he was a great writer. On Have Gun Travel, it's different. It's not like he was producing his own show. He was writing scripts. So just as a pure writer who's not calling shots or anything, I think Sam Rolfe, who created Man from U.N.C.L.E., and some of the guys that worked on Mission Impossible were part of that show. So he was just writing scripts, and he wrote some of the best episodes of that show. I mean, there were great ones. Most of the Roddenberry ones are standouts. There are a lot of great ones. I mean, the show lasted 200-some episodes. And I don't know if you've ever seen it or even if you like TV. I love TV Westerns, old TV Westerns. I like them better than Western movies in a sense sometimes.
Okay.
Raquel, if you're still there, check your IMs on Twitter too. Okay?
I just told her that, didn't
I know, but I sent her something too.
Just check mine first. You want to check his?
Yeah, I know. Check his first.
But you got the classic.
And then get back with Mark after you read mine. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you got the classic spaghetti westerns, and but
there's
something to and modern Unforgiven's and modern modern classic. Yep.
Hey, look at Pat. Pat S knows it. Reads the card of a man.
Yeah.
That song. I've gone, will travel, reach the card of a man. A knight without armor in a savage land. Sorry, I did that to your show and wrote it.
No,
but you know what? I love that. That's Paladin, played by Richard Boone on Have Gun Will Travel, is the greatest.
Mm.
One of the top, like my all-time greatest characters in TV. He's unlike any Western character you see on TV. Oh, look, he's got the whole lyrics up there. Have Gun Will Travel, reach the card of a man, a night without honor in a savage land. His fast gunfire heeds the calling wind. A soldier of the fortune is the man called Paladin. There you go.
Yep. Perfect.
And then, I love it. God, I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but except for Pat, so there you go. But an uncle of mine was telling me
a few episodes
ran from
years ago.
58 to 64 or something like that. And a buddy, so I was too young to see it. And I only got to see it to like the late 90s because there were times when it wouldn't get rerun in some places because of its quote unquote violence.
Yeah.
Panics. But it was, when I finally saw it, an uncle of mine told me, oh, Paladin, oh man, and that show was on, everybody was inside. We loved Paladin. He's unlike any Western character you've ever seen. Oh, way better than Rawhide, better than Bonanza, better than Maverick even. And Maverick was great. Better than all of them, even though the Guns of Will Sonnet was great, and so was Alias. But I'm sorry. One day I want to do a show talking about TV Westerns, but I know nobody cares about it. So
I grew up watching.
Dude, I grew up in Arizona. I grew up with Westerns, okay?
Did you watch Bonanza? That's Arizona.
Yes, Bonanza.
Oh, that's Nevada.
You know, a lot of Westerns were made out here in Arizona, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up with that. So
I did a show about 10 years ago, whatever, called The Other Works of Gene Roddenberry.
Okay.
Because, he did, just so everyone talks about Star Trek so much, I thought it would be a fun idea. I might revisit that, but that's where he wrote that. And I never got to see The Lieutenant, though. I don't know much about that one, but I think Shatner was on that at some point.
Yeah, and there was some ties to Star Trek. I'm trying to remember now, or some of the character names. I shouldn't say ties, but yeah, I think he borrowed some of the.
I think Nimoy was on one, right?
Yeah.
There's a Man from U.N.C.L.E. episode before Trek that both Shatner and Nimoy are in the same episode.
Oh no, that'd be cool to see. Yeah. But now you can watch so much. You can watch so much old TV, like Tubi, and there's a lot of free places to watch old TV. I remember going to my great grandmother's house, and she watched wrestling or Bonanza. So those are Bonanza was on. He watched that with Nana. I remember watching those with her. So classic. Wholesome but good. Corny word, but yeah, they were good. Just good, good stories and good entertainment and some great stuff. And then the Westerns kind of Young Guns was probably a popular. I think what are popular modern Westerns.
I love Silverado.
Silverado's fantastic.
Silverado, Tombstone, of course, is a masterpiece.
Quick and the Dead.
I never watched all of that one. I think it was
I love that.
Mariachi.
I'm not much of a Costner guy, but I kind of liked Open Range. Yeah,
Open Range was decent.
I love the first Lonesome Dove, man. Robert Duvall and Tommy Lee Jones is fantastic, man.
Yeah,
dude, that's the scene where Tommy Lee Jones beats the crap out of the guy for hitting his son that he never admitted was his son. And he beats him to crap out of him with a horse iron or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And after he beats the living crap out of the guy who just, who attacked his son, played by Rick Schroeder, everybody looks at him and he looks at him and he goes, "Well, I hate rude behavior in a man. Won't tolerate it." And just walked up.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the scene in is it Outlaw Josie Wales, or I'm mixing up my Clint movies, but there ain't nothing like a good piece of hickory after he beats the crap out of all the guys in town.
Was it Outlaw Josie Wales the one where Eastwood is about, he's being confronted by this bounty hunter and they're having a talk, and he says something like, "Well, man's got to make a living." He goes, "Dying ain't much of a living, boy."
Yeah, that's one of the all-time great lines. Yeah. Oh my God, Clint was so good. He couldn't make movies it's tougher to make movies like that today, where you'd have to interrogate the person first and try to bring him down by non-lethal means, and then
Oh, there you go. Toxic Mantle, Reed Sane Gray, great stuff. Yeah.
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 Do you feel lucky, punk?
Yep. Richard Boone was a master though as Paladin. I mean, Paladin was a character. Unlike, the reason why he was unlike any other character in any other Western is because he was a Renaissance man. He you don't know his name. He just he dresses in bad guy black, but he's a mercenary. And at the beginning of most episodes, every episode he shows his card, and the music goes bum 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 when he shows it. And he's working as a gun for hire, but but when he's not out on the road doing his gun for hire thing, he's dressed like a dandy with a top hat and he lives in a posh San Francisco hotel, and he sits on the San Francisco Stock Exchange and the board for the arts and all this stuff. He goes around quoting Shakespeare and Keats and Shelley and all this stuff. Name another Western character that does that. He's just always quoting all this. I mean, he's just so literate and so brilliant.
There's also a smart character too.
Yeah, and he's a fast gun, and he'll blow a bastard away. But people would often try to hire him because he was like a hired gun just to do something. And if it was evil and bad, he wouldn't take the job, and he would in fact go to the other side. And there are a couple of times he's had to tell people, "I am not an assassin," because he was a good guy. And in the beginning of the first episode of the 6th season, they gave him a comic book superhero origin, and it was great. It was called Genesis, even. Anyway, sorry.
What did you think? There's some of Kirk and that that Paladin character made it to Kirk a little bit, or
I think there's some Paladin and Kirk, absolutely, because it was good to be Paladin. Originally the show was going to take place in modern day. It's going to be a modern day like gun for hire.
Okay.
And but westerns were big at the time.
Oh, it's huge, yeah.
And Richard Boone, who played him, he was on some kind of show called Medic. But before that, he was working in some restaurant or something. And one of the biggest names, like Louis B. Mayer or somebody was in there. And he told him, "You're one of the ugliest men I've ever seen." An ugly man that you wouldn't think people would look at him and go, "That guy's so craggy faced." And yet, Paladin was a ladies' man. And Richard Boone, by the way, was friends with he was friends with John Wayne and all those guys and stuff like that. He knew them all.
Yep.
He taught acting, and it's just great stuff.
Well, the 50s and 60s weren't, I don't know. Well, the 50s were the golden age of westerns, when it was westerns, and that was the biggest, the most popular thing in Hollywood, right? I mean, when were most of the old westerns? What would you say, Clubby?
Oh, the westerns are huge.
What time?
The biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of 50s you think, or
if you're just talking TV or just all together?
All together. I remember Daniel Boone. The 50s.
They started in the teens. They started in the 20s even. Tom Mix, in those old silent films. John Wayne, before he was called John Wayne, was in silent westerns and in some old westerns. His name was Marion Morrison. And then I think Stagecoach just made it the biggest. Like his first Stagecoach was his biggest first hit.
Okay.
And until about the 70s, TV westerns ruled TV for 30 something.
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember the time period. Yeah. because I know that was the biggest, kind of like well, I don't know if sci-fi would ever say dominated TV, or maybe reality TV you could say ended up dominating TV for a few. Was like that kind of thing where you've got, if you picked a program on TV, what would it be?
Well, they used to rehash a lot of scripts. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got Sven the Naked Nordic Ninja back. He said, "I fell asleep. I hope we didn't put you to sleep. I woke up."
Yeah,
that's my fault, buddy. Sorry.
No.
Mike put him to sleep. Yeah.
No.
That's me. It's me. Pat S is right though. DeForest Kelly was before Trek. He was on a lot of westerns.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, a lot of them, including, I think it was an episode of Virginian with Nimoy. I believe it was Virginian.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. There was an episode of Bonanza that had Ricardo Montalban and Madeline Rue. And yes, Khan and Marla MacGyvers from Space Seed.
Go figure, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We used to play this game called Spot the Star Trek Actor. Like if we're watching an old TV show from the 60s or 70s, he was on Star Trek. He was on Star Trek. She was on Star Trek. He was on, not the main, obviously, always the main actors either. So
but just was on there.
That person was on a Trek episode. That person.
Well, that'd be a fun episode. Like, talk about the thing is on YouTube. Unfortunately, you can't kind of, not that you want to do like long watch parties, but like show even a few scenes, like you said, of Spock and different characters together before, Nimoy or in a scene before you're actually on Star Trek would be kind of fun. But yeah, you can't. I don't know. You probably can't show those scenes on YouTube. Back in the day you could, but maybe getting
you can't. Yeah, you can't do it now. I guess no fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, buddy. Did you ever see his old show called Alias Smith and Jones?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh God, dude. Jed, never heard of that one?
My grandfather talked about it, but I never got to see it.
I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Only lasted 2 seasons. So it started at the end of when westerns were. Look at retro.
What's up with you?
That motherfucker. Oh yeah, it's 1046. Okay.
Yeah, I keep saying we're gonna cut the stream in a few minutes, but yeah.
Yeah. Even I gotta get to sleep eventually.
Not retro's up in England, yep.
Jed, you need to get up to be able to on Purple show, dude. So you need to get some sleep.
Yeah,
I know. I need to go piss off for a bit.
Yeah, we'll cut it. Yeah, but I just want to get in a couple of my guilty pleasure TV shows, or not. Simon and Simon was one of my old favorite shows. Not a western, but a detective show.
Oh, I love some of those shows like that.
That I love. Yeah, I love Simon and Simon. I think that was on DVD. The streaming, what happens to it, sometimes it's on, Amazon or Netflix, or then it gets pulled off, or so you kind of got to catch it. And Emergency, grew up with my grandfather watching.
Oh God, yeah, Emergency.
Agent DeSoto, and
Agent DeSoto, right? Wasn't it tied into what was that show? Medical Center?
Adam 12.
Or no, Adam. It was in the same universe as Adam 12.
Wait, it was Emergency. Adam 12 and Emergency were in the same universe.
Yeah. They were, because so it was Dragnet, if you think that, because Jack Webb made this show.
Yeah, it was all Jack Webb. We call it Webverse. I don't know. Is there a name for it?
Yeah, the Webverse. I loved. Dude, I think that it down almost like a crossover or something. But I love Jack Webb, and Dragnet was fantastic.
Yeah, because I think that the guys from Emergency made it on. Yeah, they like an Adam 12.
I think they might have been on, but they were also on what was that show with Medical Center? I can't remember. There was Chad there, but I'm thinking of a different one. But Pat S. Rockford Files is, in my opinion, the greatest private detective show ever made.
Yeah, that's a great show too. Yep. I think what you were talking about, because we were watching the All Our Yesterdays.
All Our Yesterdays.
All Our Yesterdays. Yeah.
Mary
Hartley. Yep. So she was on that. Yep.
Did you ever watch Mannix?
I've probably
Mike
seen
Connors?
it, but not remember.
That lasted 9 years. That was Desilu. I mean, that was people
that was
making track.
That was a big pilot that Lucille Ball actually pushed for that one. That's another stream we got to do. Is talking about Lucy and Star Trek and some of the misconceptions about.
Some of the misconceptions,
yeah. I mean,
Mannix. You know, Mannix was accused of being way too violent for its time.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Pat S says I Spy. Yep, that's a classic.
Yeah, I love I Spy.
How about
Cosby
Get Smart?
and-
Dun, dun, dun,
Love it.
dun,
Great show.
dun,
And
dun,
Bill
dun,
Culp. Greatest American
dun,
Hero too, another
dun, dun,
fun
dun,
show.
Yeah. Columbo.
He was on
About-
that.
How about Banachek?
Which one was that? What was that about?
George Papard from the A-Team did a show called
Hey,
Banachek.
hey, hey.
No,
How
I never knew
about
that one.
Manimal? How about Manimal?
Manimal had lasted
Manimal.
about less than a season.
I know, right?
Better than Fish or Quincy. Yeah, Fish
Uh,
was a spinoff of Barney Miller, but
Yeah.
Quincy lasted for a while. Jack Klugman.
Oh, that was another great show. Yeah.
You know what? Friggin', but you know, it was because he's great, but Jesus Christ, he's the coroner. Why was he solving murder mysteries all the time?
Yeah.
He just didn't get, he's like, you're the coroner, dude. Why?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah. he was Sherlock Holmes and the coroner
Yeah.
combined.
You know
into
that-
one.
hey, how about Voyagers?
Was that the one with John Eric Hexum?
John Eric Hexum. He
Yeah,
even killed
and you
himself.
had the little time travel thing that you could go to wherever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ironside. Yeah.
Hero.
Voyagers is awesome.
Yep.
And then, unfortunately, yeah. Well, that was when they had the blank in the gun and the
Cover up. He killed himself with a blank.
the blank. Well, the blank has got the same explosive force as it fires a bullet. So it's just there's no bullet. But unfortunately, it's sad. You know, you sound like, oh, how stupid are you? But yeah, the guys.
I mean, if you're on a movie set, you need to be safer. I suppose some people don't know. I can see some people not knowing that.
Yeah.
I really can. I mean, if you don't know, if you've never messed with a blank, you watch movies, right? And you know, well, they're not really shooting each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they use blanks in movies. So you think nothing's coming out. You don't know about that. But there's set safety. Someone has to tell a guy, hey, look, these are blanks, everyone. But still, if you put one close to you, it's just going to discharge something. So if you put one to your head, you stupid ass. Well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you don't grow up around guns, it only takes one mistake.
Right.
Guy. Wasn't thinking obviously, and it's pretty sad. And then of course the tragic death of Ian the Crow of Brandon Lee.
Yep.
That's
that wasn't
horrible.
his fault. It wasn't his fault either. That was and again, that was a blank.
Yeah.
That show he was on.
What had happened with that one? Weren't they firing the gun and then something discharged into the? I'm trying to remember what happened with that one. And it
wasn't he shooting at him, like supposed to be like pretending like it was a scene where he's got to shoot at him or something?
Yeah, but I think something
like
got
that.
left in the from an earlier scene. Something had gotten
in the gun. Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't realize it, and then just horrible. Yeah.
That's horrific.
Yeah. The Crow. Yep. Badass.
Take it easy.
The Crow.
Take it easy, TMF. Toxic.
Dick's power toxic.
Well, here that's a good note. Why don't we we shut down here, guys, on this great TMF quote.
All right, brother.
I'll play in a second. We'll play the outro. But TMF says, "Night guys, Mark through the sea. Let me know when you've kissed a girl, and I'll tell Shatner." So, well, you can report to Bill that I have 3 kids in college. So eventually, I did move out of my parents' basement. Then I was living jokingly. I had my office in the basement for a bunch of years. So I got to show that some of the basement. I think I showed you guys some of the basement pictures and tours that I had. Displayed there. So but yeah, so we have us Star Trek fans. Yeah, we can be like Kirk. We can get the girl too, right? So
oh yeah.
Yep.
Are you saying we should pay more attention to the movies? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. You guys are the lamest bunch of. That was fantastic.
Right. So yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. I can't believe I actually have 50 people plus that are subs. So that's appreciate that.
It'll go up, man.
That's awesome. Yep, and I'm having fun with this. So this is great to hang with you guys. I consider friends now. But so it's not like not like we're doing this for it's just for fun to hang out. So that's what's
Yeah.
Glad to be here, buddy.
Yeah.
We appreciate
That's
you,
what,
man. And all you do. You do so much for all of us, man. And everyone, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this great man's channel and promote it out there if you would. Let's get him some subs there.
Appreciate that. Yeah, well, we got to get Clobby over 1,000. So make sure.
It's gonna be up and down forever. It's never
Yeah,
gonna go
Yeah,
up and down.
like
crazy.
ours. I don't
It's a
even
crazy
think we're
one.
ever going to hit 200 on our.
Nah,
Things have changed, but
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there. But yeah, as long as we keep plugging away and I'd be doing this anyway if it was 5 people, just to have fun and
that's
hang
what we're
out.
doing it for. Absolutely, man. And it was
Yeah.
fun. We appreciate
Yeah.
you, man.
And if we get to 1,000 someday, we get to whatever. It's whatever
Yeah.
happens.
Somebody told us, well, you guys are going to hit. So I was like, yeah, maybe 3-4 years from now.
Takes some time, man. It takes time. It's
Yeah.
taking all the big guys took time too. But anyway,
Well, Eric K is saying, I can believe you have 50 subs. So thanks for that
A6.
sentiment, Eric. Yeah, we appreciate that.
How you doing?
Eric K, be good, man.
Yeah.
6. Number 6. You are number 6.
Yeah. So
All right, guys.
okay, so why don't we? I'm gonna play the good old outro here, and sub to Clobby, sub to Jed and me also at the Pop Culture. All the links are down there, and appreciate having 50 subs, and appreciate you guys watching. So have a great. Well, now it's late night, so have a great rest of your day. If you're
Good night, everyone.
Picking up with you.
A6.
Yep, good night.
Good night.